Welcome back, everybody, to Nat One Nonsense. It has been a couple weeks due to outside influences. We have not been able to meet for the last 2 weeks. Um, I have missed you, Kobolds, and Sir Thomas, because you are not a Kobold. um, we are going to hop into it today. We are two people short right now. One of them may join sometime later in the stream. We're fearing currently.
What's about we keep on the height thing here? You know what? We can't help that we're small.
So yeah, he's 5 foot. He's short for a two-person kobold.
I'm short for a dragon.
Dwarfism's a real thing, man.
Dwarfism is a real thing. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to all my. How should I refer to you if I'm not referring to
Vertically
you?
challenged.
Vertically challenged dragonborns.
You say that until they get a step stool.
Yeah. We are going to go ahead and get into a recap. That being said, the recap
Real quick, so this world have Baja Fast in it?
I'm sure it could probably
We'll just
be.
run to Taco Bell and pick some.
Yeah, I saw the meme.
I saw that picture. I was like, oh, that's the new character. Baja Blast with the Kobold.
I'm sure you'll find something in here, some type of medicinal herb that tastes like Baja Blast or something. The last session that we were able to get together, it was mostly the ending of the shopping episode because it took about an hour and 45 minutes to get the rest of your guys' stuff and get everything enchanted and whatnot. But last session we were able to get together. You guys finished up getting a lot of your magic items, getting them enchanted, getting some custom stuff done. Rec Deck, you were getting your trench coat of holding. Technically, both you and Spinefooter have one, but Spinefooter only has like 3 pockets, I think, on yours. Four, yeah, 4 pockets on yours, and you had 10. Yeah, and you had 10, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, you've had 10. Eventually, one pocket or one gun for every pocket. Apparently, eventually.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
So what's the dad's name in Boondock Saints? Just I don't even reload. I just pull out new guns.
Cycle through them.
Old school pirate.
You also were able to go to the alchemist and get a lot of potions. Book managed to punish misery by basically making the arcane table that you guys were getting enchantments done a taser to his weapon, to his being inside of his weapon. But Oak almost died doing so. Yes, rounds of applause. Yeah, you laid on the table twice and took chain lightning. Basically, took
Is he
chain
healed up?
lightning to you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's healed. You guys,
Even though I was mock cheering
Yes.
for his demise, I would still heal him if I needed to.
yeah, no, he's fine. Well, fine. You might be losing a few brain. You might
He's
have
still
a few brain cells lost
Touched
right
in the
now,
head,
but
yes.
he's struggling. He had 4. He now has 3.
I did?
Well, you did lose intelligence, and then you gained it back after a while, after a long rest, according to what I said last time.
Oh, and still need to change that.
Yes, you need to change it back to what it was.
Go back to my -1, please.
Please, please. After you guys got done with all your shopping, all your visits with the with pawn shop and the enchanter, you guys did make or Rec Deck had received a message from Thieves Guild requesting that he come back to Thieves Guild as the guildmaster had a job for him and Spine Splitter, as well as the group. Part of the mission required Sir Thomas. The other part required the stealthiness and sneakiness of Wreck Deck and Spine Splitter in this. And then as you guys were a part of, you guys are in a party, you guys were included as well. You guys were hired. I believe what we ended up on is that you guys, should you successfully do this mission, you guys were going to get ownership of the Thieves Guild.
And
And
his life savings.
was it all of it or part
Yeah,
of it?
at the end, he took it all.
Oh, you took it all at the end. Because at one point you were just like, I wonder if I just want
Until he
the
got
Thieves
truthful
Guild.
with us about it. Then he took all of it.
Yeah,
What was
first, first he offered his life savings. And we said, we want the guild. They said, okay, I'll give you the guild. And then we decided to push.
Yeah.
And make him throw
And I was like, I could give you some. And then he also offered you like some, if you were looking for like anything specific magic item wise, that was where it was, the or, because it was either the Thieves
No.
Guild and money or Thieves Guild and the magic items. I will say that was what was, so you guys decided on the money. Which I don't remember how much it was that I said it was. Renee probably has it. It was a certain number of coins in platinum. It's like 300 or 3,000 platinum or something like that.
300,000.
I don't know if he has that much money.
Your fault.
You said it. Not me.
That's
Okay.
what you said, not me.
5,000 platinum.
We were
Oh,
willing-
5,000 platinum. Okay, never mind then. It was that much.
We were willing to be nice until he actually told us what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he then told us like more details. We're like, no, we need more. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Yes, as of right now, what he is needing you to do, according to the job, is that he needs you. He basically chose you because he doesn't really have any good scouts left, and he requires your guys' services. The mansion that he needed you guys to infiltrate was owned by someone named Lady Annabelle. To which he fully said that this place is haunted or is cursed. He's had a lot of his scouts and thieves attempt to either infiltrate and not come back, or those that came back were not the same. Either they
said you're giving us more money.
they either just were fully handicapped mentally, or they were missing limbs. Something had happened there that they obviously had not succeeded on their mission. And you guys are kind of a desperate last resort for this guy because his time's coming up. Sir Thomas, you are aware. This was also mentioned last time we met that this guild master is afflicted by a disease or a curse, and it is a modified curse, which is why just a simple remove
So
curse
remove
spell.
curse spell would not
Yes,
do anything.
yeah, remove
right?
curse would not
'Cause
remove.
I have this.
It is a modified curse.
Okay.
The thing that the guild master needs you to acquire is a artifact known. I'm trying to remember what I said because it was the siphon of Sanguinesse. And it is located in basically the cavern bowels located underneath the mansion. His scouts have scouted the area, and there are no other entrances to this place. You have to go through.
Bowels. Okay.
Yeah,
So
you
we're
literally
gonna-
have to go through the mansion
Okay.
because the mansion was built above the cavern entrance.
Okay.
So that is how you have to get to the cave.
Right. And if the place is haunted, we're just gonna assume when I actually get there, I have my divine senses going.
Yeah, you'll have your divine sense going. Above game Renee, if you were typing up the artifact, the Sanguinesse is literally just SAN.
Yeah.
Guinis.
I was gonna say, because I have it up there, but I don't think that that spelling is
Yeah,
correct.
siphon of sanguinus.
Let me see.
Um,
Yeah, it's somewhere in the monologue that our friend had.
yes.
Okay, siphon of sanguinus.
You guys did the guildmaster at the end was trying to kind of push you guys to get started on the mission as quickly as possible, to which Rectech and Spinesword are like, we have magical items on hold. We will go when we have our stuff.
Yes.
He's and you he just like, all right, fine. So we will
I'll say Sir Thomas advised him against trying to argue with the kobolds.
yeah, don't argue with the kobolds. We will
After the
do we want to wait? Do we want to wait until Red Deck gets back? I don't know what he left for, unless it was just for the bathroom.
Probably think he has the most stuff.
He just have the most stuff. While we're waiting, was there any other information you guys were trying to find out before you guys go in? I will say the information on the house, I will say, is limited because what the guildmaster is telling you is everything. And I will say that Spine Splitter, I will also say that when you were up in the mountainous area, like when you were back up at the cavern of Tiamat, like by the altar, based off what the guildmaster was describing, you were kind of able to see something that resembled what he is describing to like the west of the island, which is where you guys are needing to which is where you guys are needing to go.
how great we need to go steal our ship. Got it.
Yeah, steal your ship. But it was out towards the west. A lot of the foliage and stuff was kind of, you could tell that there was a difference in how the growth on this island was was growing. You had very lively forests, and to, I guess, give you the best example of what this place looks like, it looks like the Mirkwood from The Hobbit. Just a lot of this stuff looks like it's dying and starting to decay, is where you guys are headed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Spine Floater feels right at home.
I'm so waiting to hear the downside of it.
Recdeck, was there anything that you wanted, any additional information you wanted to find out before you guys are heading to this mission?
No, I'm ready.
Okay. It is now day 3.
Does he have access to anti-ghost technology?
No, this is not Ghostbusters. You have access to anti-ghost technology. It's
It's right here.
Thomas.
I meant munitions. I need anti-ghost bullets.
Nope, like it's been some bullshit.
Yeah, can you
You have a plasma
You
pistol.
what?
That works
What?
on Ghost.
can you bless some
There used to
ammunition?
be an
bullet?
awesome spell called Bless Weapon, and they removed that. If
Can you
I,
role play bless some ammunition? bullet?
where you can make
You can
weapon-
role play it. I don't know. It'll
No.
actually do it.
where you can make
That's
a,
the new
with
cookies
with the
from
bless
Chicago.
weapon, so you can make a weapon do damage.
Can you
to it.
bless water?
I don't think like there's holy water, but
Ceremony spell.
Yeah, can we get, does anybody sell holy water in this city?
well, let me see.
Ooh. Are you asking the guildmaster if they sell holy water?
This
And
doesn't
if they
sound
don't,
like
who
a very
knows who
holy
does?
place.
That would actually be a good idea if you are looking for some holy water for all the
Okay,
ghosts and undead creatures that may or may not be in this
we
house.
can just say I'm going to switch out one of my spells to ceremony. if
Okay,
we'll allow that.
Yeah, you had 3 days.
So-
He's like, yes, there are priests and temples all throughout. Some of them we have in our back pocket. We give a little money to them, and they kind of overlook some of the stuff that we do in the city. But yeah, sure. I have a feeling they'd be able to make you. I don't know how effective the holy water would be. It's more effective over time. It does cost a hell of a lot.
I can just use spell bless
Mhm.
water.
Does that do it?
Yeah.
Can you bless ammo with it?
Holy water, I believe you can just use as a grenade, basically.
Yeah, but he wants this.
No, the only thing I could think of that would have
If
done
I-
that was
if
a
I-
less weapon
If
spell.
I soaked my ammunition in holy water,
I would say that they could probably give you a little bit more. I don't think it'll give you as much damage.
just to save time, I'm asking you as DM, is that a possibility?
Yes, no,
Rather than us
this
waste time
is.
walking through the city talking.
Yeah, no, this is, so if he makes holy water, obviously your ammunition can soak in it. It will have a little bit of, I'll say, I would roll a D8.
Oh, let me see what everything uses first. I gotta find.
Well, because I know that, so the arcane cannons are literally just magic.
Okay.
If you're using your pepper box, then you can use the holy effect of that. I'm going to roll. You're going to roll a D10. What I roll is how much additional damage you do that is radiant to your weapons. You do 5 additional radiant damage with your shots per bullet.
You got blessing on your ear, right?
So it does radiant, and so it does radiant damage for those that you're soaking.
Okay, the description of holy water, if you're using it as a grenade,
He is soaking
if they
water.
fail on a dexterity saving throw, they take 2d8 radiant.
Okay,
So-
so I gave you a D10 that
So
I
I want to procure as much holy water as I can, some to soak my ammo in and some to use as.
It's however many times you can use that spell, basically.
Well, if I can procure it somewhere in the city too, like a direct source.
And for a cost under, in the inventory section, it's at 25 gold.
Where's church? We're just breaking.
So you got a ton of gold, but.
Yeah, I
So
know,
you
but
could
the same.
No, I'll still do my,
No, I'm good with that, but
right.
if we can avoid you using slots for it.
Well, he has an entire day beforehand as well. So
Yeah, I can just do that. We can say I did that during the 3 days or whatever.
I would
To
like to
prepare
keep
the
that in our,
cold-
I would
cold
like to,
one.
if possible, I'd like to keep that in our back pocket.
Okay, so
Does that make
according
sense?
to D&D Beyond, a flask of holy water is only 25 gold.
Yeah.
Would that be something I can find in the city?
Yes.
Whether I'm going to a religious site or.
Yeah, if you went to a temple, you could probably get, because obviously it's not something that is made frequently, but they could probably make you like maybe.
I will pay above market.
Make. They should have it already in storage.
They can have it in storage, but it's like prescription. I'm gonna say it's like prescription. It loses its effect.
Take us to church.
Were you waiting for that? Take us to church. Ah. No, I'm sorry.
Mr. Thomas.
And copyright.
we're on a mission
And-
from God, so.
Yeah.
Closure soon, all of us guys.
thank God we don't have more than 2 followers.
We'll get barrels.
Barrels, yeah, that you can put in your.
Closure strong,
I
quick,
have a way to make
for
sure
people
they'll say
copying.
it.
He's trolling.
Roll me if you're gonna do barrels. Roll me a d6.
It's got 15,000.
Yeah, I know. Roll me a d6.
What?
Roll me a d6.
No, for barrels, brother. I ain't fucking around.
1. Roll me another d6.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Can I access your intimidation?
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't intimidation. This is
Can I use lucky?
Yeah.
And
I forgot I had lucky.
Roll 2d6 then. Roll 2d6.
Well, one was a 1, so.
Well, just roll 2d6. How many total?
Both sixes, motherfucker.
12 barrels of holy water.
Jesus.
12 barrels?
where are you storing
He was
this?
one in his pockets.
I figured one barrel would fit in his bag of holding, no problem.
you see Rektek just taking a barrel, pick it up, and just and it like full like morphs to his pocket.
How are you fitting this in?
He's got a trench
I've
coat.
got like 8 pockets.
Are you just
I've got,
uncorking
like,
it and
8
just
bags.
letting it flow in? Just to
No,
dump
like
on
a full
people?
barrel, a full barrel. He's got trench coat of holding, which is like a bag of holding.
And I've
That's got
got
like
4
10
pockets
pockets.
on mine as well.
Yeah.
We can just pour
But
it,
it
we can
wouldn't-
carry it, and then
it
when
just
we get
wouldn't
there, we
fit
can
in.
douse ourselves in it.
So you have 12 barrels of water
Yeah,
in your
12
trench,
barrels of
in your
holding.
trench coat of holding.
Christ. I'm not sure how we managed to do that. I just going after a barrel or two.
Of course, I should have just stuck with the one. What would you have rolled if you just re-rolled the one?
You understand 1 barrel is 40 gallons. I'm
Okay,
just,
maybe,
just to
maybe
be
I should
above
scale
board.
Do you
down a
want
bit.
12? Do you want 12 gallons or 12 flasks? I will say that the flasks are like wine bottle size.
Take the flasks and everything else and is no, we need to soak the barrel. Because we need to douse our asses in that holy water before we walk in that fucking creepy house.
For a second there, I
How
thought you
much
said
can a bag of
holy-
holding?
For a second there, I thought you said holy fire, not holy water. It's like we need to douse ourselves in holy fire.
Zach,
It's
how
like,
much
hey,
can
I can hit
My
him with the
backpack
sun
can
blade
hold
and the
900
flame tongue,
pounds.
and that would be holy.
oh,
A
oh,
barrel
fire.
can hold 70.
Oh, no.
Or is 70.
What?
if you would like
If it can
I
hold
said, you
40
can still have the
gallons, though.
12. I will change it from the like flasks, or sorry, from the kegs to
Let me have 6 barrels,
6 barrels.
and then however many flasks I can hold.
Let's say so we'll keep the 12. You'll have 6 barrels and 6 flasks. Like you can use them as like the grenade that he was talking about, basically.
6 barrels of holy water, and then how many flasks?
6.
If that was
6
12
flasks.
barrels, you would have had 4,000
I
pounds.
know. That's why I wanted to.
Yeah, it's just
That's
like, we're gonna
scaled down.
drop
A barrel
this
is
just
40
a
gallons?
smidge.
And then how much? You said 6.
Yeah, 6 flasks, and those are only a pound apiece.
Only what?
A flask of holy water is a
Oh.
pound. So,
How many total flasks can we get out of this?
Much more reasonable.
well, I was just using his numbers that he rolled off of that. So six flasks, 6 barrels is what you have.
Again, I'm asking the priest or whatever we're talking about, is I just start splitting bullet points out of.
That's he literally made you 6 barrels of holy water.
We wiped them out.
Yeah, you wiped you wiped
I
out their
thought you went
well.
down to just flasks. Okay.
Yeah, you wiped out their well. They're gonna have to start getting. They're gonna have to use like a
Yeah,
magic.
Clean
they
that
have
up
spell.
in the air and we walk out.
Do a
Just-
bunch of ceremony spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't mind doing ceremony for my
I'll
bullets,
just-
that way I don't have to try to figure out how
Point
to.
that I was throwing.
So
We'll
Plug
say
it in the air
only
and
3
walk out.
days or whatever. I did ceremony.
Just see all the tip.
To get,
He could wholly.
That being
Consecrate
said,
the
yeah,
bullets
you
or
do
whatever,
see a
so
lot of
that-
What's your
the
question?
the
If he did ceremony on the weapons themselves,
Holy
would that
water.
apply to anything fired through them,
Oh
or does he
my
have to do it
God.
on ammo?
I didn't even think.
what is the wording of the spell?
Well, no, it says I specifically make holy water,
Oh,
so it'd be
okay.
holy
Oh, yeah.
water.
I'm just
Because
saying
you
that with the
see-
whole.
An
Can we
awesome
just-
spell, right?
If he wants to use ceremony, can we say he just did that on my ammo and it's
Yeah.
separate, whatever? Okay.
Yeah. And then your ammo, like I said, each bullet does
You did
5
already.
additional
Yes.
rating damage to it.
With some holy water. It's not. And then it's a divine action.
Huh? I was answering his
No.
question and going back
Kelvin?
to the.
I get 5.
Nothing. It just,
One of your barrels is.
he's over here planning war crimes.
No, you're gonna have to. I
I'm sure you
I know
probably already did.
Swine Splitter too much. He's trying to steal from you. What are we rolling?
You do realize if he's gonna steal the barrels, you have to go into his
Yeah.
trench coat.
He still has
Or
to
you-
manage to put them all away first.
Has he already done so?
This is how that was going on.
If he wants to do it while I'm trying to sort this out, that's fine. But
Okay, then I'll
but
let you
I know the sneaky bastard, so I think it should be a roll off.
He was a little too quiet.
go. It will be your sleight of hand, Rip Spine Splitter, versus I guess your perception.
Trying to steal a whole water. It was a holy water board.
Oh,
Do you get the advantage on that?
because I'm in stack mode.
We're saying I'm rolling a perception as well, because I want to see if I notice some
Can I
shenanigans.
fail? Can you choose to fail?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can choose to fail.
Awesome.
I make it.
Okay, and I rolled a 17.
My bucket list just got checked. We start rolling through that damn church,
Oh
beating
my
each other's up. She was going
I rolled
everywhere.
a 17. I rolled a 17 on
Just
perception.
cursing in your
So because he said he failed, I'm gonna say I see this, and I'm gonna waste the
I'm
spell
laughing
slot
the whole
doing the
time.
command spell.
on
Halt on both of you,
What do we
because you're
roll for
basically tangled up fighting.
Are they doing this on the third day?
No, we did this one.
Damn.
And on the third day.
that? It lasts for 3 days.
So you need a wisdom 15 saving throw from each of you.
Oh, I failed.
Right there, just
That's 21.
Wait,
Okay,
does that apply to
so
both?
halt, you stop.
He stops. He doesn't
Hold on,
stop
hold on.
because I keep
Hold
rolling
on.
with his ass.
Do I,
fighting with
do
him.
I have to make 2 separate wisdom
Does he
saving
target
throws?
your feet or you? Or the head?
for flavor, yeah. You can do 2 of them. And you choose if you pass, you choose which
No,
one.
take both.
Oh, both.
Just the
both
bottom one
stops.
fails and
Oh,
it just
still
starts
go.
flopping around.
I'm just
He's,
gonna say, I'm gonna,
he's a frozen log, and you're just still.
I got
Did
a
you
shirtless
see,
trench coat and just start flipping around.
I'm
just
growling.
see,
I am
Sir
laughing
Thomas
the
shaking
whole
his head
time.
saying,
In
Kobolds.
church, you're like a mom in church. Stop it.
No, I
That's what
wanted
the
to go.
command spell is.
No, it's not mom, it's dad.
Dad.
Once we go through the whole church, get back up, I pick him up, brush him off.
I'm
You're
gonna,
like,
I'm,
"You're
I'm
the best."
gonna walk
And I
up
just
and
take a
say,
bunch of coins and go.
have you gotten that out of your system now, Spine Splinter? No, okay.
No, but for now. For now.
There's still 2 more churches.
Jeez. We are going to continue.
Hey, I heard a comment from a few people ago that we hadn't been reckless in a while, so that's fine.
Well, yeah. I don't know who you
Yeah,
heard.
it's usually these other two, so.
They destroyed a cavern. We had to destroy a church.
I still have mine.
And you guys still have a museum to burn down.
Oh.
This is not known to Sir Thomas.
After we've accomplished my mission.
And, oh my gosh, he just agreed. He didn't say no. What do you?
I know
He
better.
didn't say no.
I know better than to try to stop them. I know it's fruitless endeavor, so.
That's great, but ends up being swung around by.
If it's a haunted place and there's nothing good there, it might be okay for it to be burned down.
How long's he frozen for?
I don't know how long.
It's only
was
a
he
minute.
Am I
frozen?
frozen or I just stopped doing what I
Command
was
just
doing?
yeah.
Yeah, it's
command
only
just
one
makes you
turn.
Stop. So it's like for 6 seconds. If it's the length of a turn, it's for 6
If he's
seconds.
still holding on to me after 6 seconds, we're back.
Wild uppercut from the lower half. It is the 3rd day. I will say that this happened. All of this happened on the 2nd day.
Would it be possible for me to see them coming out or going into the church?
Sure.
We haven't had a festival in a while. I know.
After they leave,
Oh.
I go in and just find
Brothers, everyone.
whichever one looks the most like him.
So,
Oh, we never do damage.
I
More holy.
I know, that's
So,
how my fights with my brother.
One of the things that I had mentioned.
We very,
a
you
couple
know, I'm not gonna say
sessions ago.
never, but very
First off,
rarely did
he
it
is
damage
in-
to each other.
He is in plate mail that is got that gleaming ability to it, so he's shiny Sir Thomas.
Always.
That being said, he is. What god did you say that you're saying that it was a tier? Okay, so he is a paladin tier, so he's a justice.
Mhm.
Sorry, I don't know much about the pantheon. But he's a paladin of justice. All the clerics and paladins that you are observing here in the city or in the arcane
Not
city,
exactly be lawful good, I would say.
they're not. Yeah, they're not exactly lawful good clerics and paladins because they follow. So
Hold on.
I'm saying to you
You-
as
You blasphemed. I know it's not the case in 5th edition, but traditionally paladins had to be lawful good.
okay, yeah,
Clerics,
right.
fine.
For you as Jake, and I guess technically Oak would know a little bit, but comprehension might not be 100%. The gods on Arcane, or the gods that are really worshipped here in the Arcane City, are the gods of knowledge and the gods of magic. And a lot of the people in this city, they will do anything for either to get more magic or to get more knowledge. which is why they can be lawful.
But everyone's holding a book.
Whatever. Um,
Taking up reading.
you see one holding you see one holding a book and a censer.
I walk up to them. Him or her.
It's a bird. It's an Aarakocra.
So I walk up to
A
Bird.
very, very
Flavors.
tall Aarakocra.
Just look up.
The one of them's
You're just a
blueberry,
child.
no, raspberry,
Have you tried the
lemonade,
rave one?
Okay,
strawberry
um,
lemonade, cherry
Rave
lemonade,
ones?
and
Yeah,
lemon
I'll
Glow in
lemonade.
the dark sprinkle.
Oh,
What's
that's
your
interesting.
question, my child?
They have,
What's inside of
Let
here?
me get a black light and see my.
And I hold up Misery.
Sounds fantastic. I don't want those now.
Hold up.
I was told
Yeah,
something is in my flail. I want to know
I'm
more.
downloading all these books.
Interesting. First off, let me ask you a question. Did Ook see everybody leave, or is everybody still in the church when you are doing this?
I would have gone
Correct
in after they left.
translation, make
After
sure
they
I'm gone.
left. Okay. Um. Okay.
Yeah, because if something comes out and someone, a particular person's around him, it might be bad.
I mean, I can take a look. It's a very pretty flail. I mean, it's a weapon. We don't really have a lot of weapons here in the church itself. I mean, we've got a couple, but I mean, I can cast identify on it and see what's in the weapon. He said,
I was told it was Diaz.
I'm not even going to use the roll I just rolled, because if you say that,
Oh, yeah, we do it.
I don't know who that is.
did you say Asmodeus?
No, I said Modeus.
Oh, just Modeus.
That's how he pronounced it. Yeah, you're so fucked.
Is this Asmodeus or Modeus? Is there an as before Modeus?
Yes.
I thought it was like
It's fuck.
it's as Modeus.
Keyword
Yes,
there is.
before he clarified. Is it this or this? Yes.
I need you to clarify to me. As a member of
Are you not listening?
As a member, no, I am listening, but I need to be I need a definitive answer, because you and me are going back and forth with this. Is it as Modeus, or is it just Modeus?
Ask him.
What do you mean, ask him?
We're never gonna get.
Well, at least he was actually smart enough to make sure I was gone before he did this.
High priest?
Well, he definitely can't do it around Spine Splitter because if the other entity inside of it gets known, it's. What then? That means the city would go up in flames quicker.
It actually isn't for either of you. I was trying to get away from Wreck.
Oh, because
Um,
of,
Yeah, but if that dragon soul gets announced public, like out in the open,
Oh,
grandma's gonna come.
you see this terrified Aragakra calling for the high priest, and you see this man adorned in very colorful, like gold colored vestments with like purples and blues and stuff, with a little bit of white trim in the sash. And he comes up and says, yes, what seems to be the problem, Reginald? But you seem to be freaking out more than usual. What is going on? Yeah, this kobold handed me a flail, and we haven't quite determined. He says that there's something in his flail. I have not yet determined if he said Asmodeus or Modeus.
Modeus is ass.
This is why I asked you over here, High Priest.
And you see the Arakaka leave.
Would you be able to talk with this individual? Because I don't know my anxiety will be able to handle him.
You said an Aarakocra, right?
Yeah.
What species of Aarakocra?
He looks like what species? What species of Aarakocra?
What
He
does he look like? He's related to Squawk by chance?
no,
Okay.
no.
Descendant of Squawk.
Yeah.
Same anxiety, same race.
Oh, I didn't even think about poor Squawk. Oh no.
Oh, I have.
You might
We asked and we
find
never got an answer.
you might find something about Squawk at the museum when you go and get
There
there.
better be a ward.
He died the most horrific death. 100%.
I'm trying to think of another like frantic bird. I'll say this one looks like a chicken. Or a turkey of some
Should
kind.
have been a dodo.
A dodo, yeah. Ah, help me. Ah,
He waddles away like an orc.
the high priest is a
Not
half
me.
elf. The high priest is a half elf. He comes up, he's like,
Saying
he's-
that, I
he's
turn around and
older.
start walking off. I'm not dealing with any more elves.
Yep.
Good answer.
What is the other half though?
ooh,
Aarakocra?
ooh.
I thought half elves were always, the other half was human.
No,
No,
okay.
technically the other half is not determined.
Okay,
it's just the way the game's always been. It's human and elf, but no, it could be
yeah, okay,
because there is an orc elf in D&D Beyond extension.
okay.
You know what? I kind of want to figure this out. I'm gonna roll for this.
Yeah.
Let's see. Go
It's
to
going to be a
game
horribly
rules,
fucked up combination.
Species.
That's next character.
Kobold Aarakocra?
That's just him.
Goblin.
Yeah.
So I think
Goblin.
He's just a
Yeah.
sickly green Aarakocra.
Somebody would say they're gonna play a goblin or something. Yeah.
No, we're talking about the other half.
Because I would have to,
D20,
I would have to
D6,
operate
and
under
D10
old
to
school
figure out this
rules
race.
regarding goblins.
Ooh.
Come on, dude.
1, 9, 10, 11. So. It is Aarakocra. According to the species page, it is half elf Aarakocra. So you see like feathers coming from his elbows and like behind his ears and stuff, but he just like he looks very prim. He looks a little bit more like a peacock.
His nose is especially pointy.
Yeah, it's hooked.
I would not be leaving then. You've intrigued me, sir.
You intrigued me. How do you pet it?
As he's talking, I'm just reaching out and kind of petting his feathers to make sure they're real.
They're very much real, young one.
I can feel
There's no puddle.
So my frantic counterpart seems to think that something called Asmodeus or Modeus is in your weapon.
Yeah, it's misery.
That's the just plain mind. No, what's what?
I found it like 100 years ago.
Oh.
You see his face, like, because he's got a hooked nose. You see his face kind of like sink in when you say 100 years ago. He's like,
You got it from
what?
Yeah, we bought it
What
from the
village?
camp.
Yeah, that's
Back
way.
then.
camp.
By the Nope camp. Gnome camp, I think it was.
Listen, young one, it's not polite to lie in church. You don't look over 100 years old.
Lie?
No, I'm sorry, it was a dwarf / goblin camp.
Just pure confusion.
Oh, I did not know that could be that.
I don't.
Oh,
I
that
don't
is, I
think-
always take the spell with the clean aspect. I didn't know.
I
that.
don't think you don't look 100 years old, is what I'm saying. But I will consider the
Gold
rest of what
spell
you are
has
saying.
two presentations at the same time, not two different people.
One second.
For the benefit of the church, I would recommend that you not say that your weapon is possessed by Asmodeus, as he is a devil.
With the utmost respect, I didn't. I said Modeus.
So Modeus
You people don't listen.
But if it's Modagus, it's probably just a spirit that is ingratiated himself into your weapon.
You want to talk to him?
What's going on, child?
You want to talk to him?
I don't think it's gonna work, but sure.
Hey, Misery. Can you talk to this person?
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. The DC is what I said the weapon is. Whatever the weapon. DC.
15.
Is that the DC or that's what you roll?
I think that's actually both of them. One off. One above.
Oh, so it's one above the DC.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're able to let go of this. If you didn't make it, you would not be able to release it. Fine. You hand Misery to the priest.
I don't fully let go. I'm just holding it out so he
Oh,
can
so
grab it as
it's
well.
like baseball grabbing a bat. Okay.
Shared connection.
Shared connection.
I just said, can Misery
Is he
talk
at
to
the
you?
church right now?
Yeah.
Are we there?
No.
I went
he
after
went into
you
the church
left.
after you guys
Oh, sorry.
left.
But he said he was more concerned about you than me or.
Okay. I heard the conversation
Yeah.
about Thomas.
Which,
I need you to roll it, or I need you to heads or success or fail this.
oh, that's right, I remember.
This is for the priest.
Yeah, I forgot whatever that item was.
Yeah. That's why I was
I
asking.
You want me to-
I can't see what it is.
Oh, for his saving throw? Oh.
This is for the priest.
I may have corrupted a high priest.
The moment that you
Fuck yeah.
the moment that you hand or well the moment that the priest, the high priest, grabs the hilt of the mace with you,
I didn't even hear what you said, and I'm surprised.
both of you guys, almost as if your eyes roll into the back of your head, everything goes black for
Oh, fuck yeah.
everything goes black. And
Fuck.
like a big boss cutscene from Screen of Black, you see the form for the first time you are seeing this.
This is fine. Everything is fine.
Give me a sec. I gotta pull
Hold
up
on.
what Asmodeus looks like.
I'm gonna send it to the group. I'm helping.
Come on.
Or no, that's the I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
He's the same one that goes, I'm helping. He's picking his nose.
From this black inky void, you then begin to see almost like magma pits below. You see the vibrant orange color as like these magma pits are starting to kind of fall. It's not that far down. It's like you're floating probably about like 10 feet above this, and it's just pulsing magma as lava is like rivers through here. And as you begin to like lift your gaze, you see a large figure draped in crimson red robes with black trim, sitting aloft a spiky obsidian throne on the edges. Like where he is sitting is fine, but the edges are spiky, very much like the throne from Game of Thrones.
I bet you this is
As you begin to continue your gaze, you see in his staff, or in one of his hands, kind of at an angle, just kind of holding it. He's leaned back and holding it at an angle. a black staff as well with an orb of fire inside of like a circlet above the top, and there are rings rotating around this fire. You then make eye contact.
Hi, Dad.
Most people call me Daddy, but Dad will be fine. Hello, my champion. It seems you've brought me another soul.
I wanted to talk to you. Well, I wanted you to talk to him. I guess. Yeah, probably.
I don't. I will not say no to this gift. I never say no to getting the soul of a priest, and you brought me one of a high priest as well.
I've been there before. Sure, it's a great time.
I will also say, I also wanted to thank you. I finally figured out how to infuse that dragon soul seed with myself, which is why you're able to see me now.
Ook's face just goes pale, like as if the color just left his scales.
Yes, I know what's going on above. You have every right to be afraid.
I didn't need your permission.
Because
Ah,
now you have another secret to keep. Because now I'm a contender against Tiamat.
Michael, I am sorry.
Michael's not here.
Yeah.
I know, that's why.
Yes, now I'm a contender against Tiamat.
Hey, nobody tell Michael. Let him find out as his character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta be careful, make sure he doesn't see this one.
So yes, I have some infernal scientists down here that I've put to work in trying to figure out how to combine this dragon soul seed with that of an infernal being like myself. And it took a while. I had to kill several of these scientists, and they had to go through the entire the restitution process of reforming from the ashes of their dead bodies from the magma pits. To then
do that?
Oh, absolutely. I'm one of the
Do that.
I am one of the kings of hell.
Yeah, that's fair.
But they finally succeeded. And I was able to, without Tiamat's permission, absorb this soul seed into myself, into my being, and I have, for lack of a better word, ascended to a higher level of devil. You might even call me an archdevil.
Okay.
Or a grand archdevil.
That's a lot of words for guy.
Normally people who call me Guy don't typically live very long, but because you brought me a dragon soul seed and the soul of a high priest, I'll let you go. I'll let you up this once.
You didn't tell me that rule.
I know, that's why I'm telling you now.
Oh, thanks.
So, but yeah, no, I'm going to devour this high priest's soul. He can go back, like his physical form can go back to the normal world.
Do you still have cursed
They still have one.
cursed items?
His physical body can go back to the normal realm, but he will
I
be
don't think he
basically
knows that's
like a soulless being
I think so.
and will just kind of exist.
The Tinker has.
Fearing? I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
How many cursed items do we have? currently?
4 in total. You have one, the
Me,
braces,
you.
and I have the shield, misery, and the armor.
Oh, I forgot about the sheet.
Yeah.
So you have
Because the ticker says
Yeah.
4, and I was like, hold up, I forgot.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I just wanted to say hello to my champion.
Hi.
keep bringing me souls. Don't tell Spine Splitter again about the whole Tiamat Dragon Soul seed. Because I want it to be a surprise to Tiamat. My end goal is to make her submit to me.
Thank you.
Yes, a little bit. More, I want her power.
Right. It's a good
I
thing.
mean,
Rex-
have a little bit of fun, yeah.
It's a good thing Rick's not there.
Yeah.
Just be mocking him. the whole time.
Right. You know, I kind of want her power. So keep bringing me souls. It will keep enriching my power. And go forth into my vision, I give you my blessing. I will say I did not appreciate being shocked.
I was making you stronger to get more souls.
I understand you made the weapon stronger, but I was being dazed.
No gain, no pain, no gain. Or is it no gain, no?
No pain, no gain.
You know, the scientists, I just recently was able to incorporate the Dragon Soul seed, and the scientists did say that there was some sort of power surge when that allowed for it. So maybe what you did helped. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm a kinky daddy. Fuck. But
One session Jordan isn't here.
yeah,
I need to tell.
but yes, so yeah, I'm going to send you back to the mortal plane because you technically currently your physical form is just passed out on the floor, and your mental body is here with me. So I just send you both back. Like I said, I'm going to keep the high priest soul here with me, and he's going to be here to serve indentured. He's going to be a part of indentured servitude.
Okay.
I know I'm using big words for you. I apologize. He's basically going to be a slave for a very long time.
Sounds good.
Yes. So, cut off, and then you appear back in your physical form on the floor. You appear back on the floor of the temple.
As I leave, I wave to Asmodeus and then I wave to the priest. And with that, I just walk out.
You do notice that were you waiting at the Aaron priest or the high priest?
Both.
The high priest is kind of drooling.
Oh, I was waiting before.
Okay.
And yeah.
A whole bunch is like,
I'm just-
"Hi."
Just like on the elevator.
Like, what have you done to me?
And with that, just gone.
Just gone.
And just walk out. No questions asked.
The vending machine you said takes card, right?
It does.
Yeah, it like taps, or I tap card and I think it takes card. Like you can insert, but
Not that fancy.
no.
It works.
But yeah, you appear back on the floor and you wave to the priest and go back your business.
Is the priest still normal?
Is his face still normal?
Or the priest?
The priest's face is like glazed over. The
He
high
kinda
priest
got his
is like
head.
glazed over.
I run and try to find them now.
Yeah, you can go find them. You can meet there until you guys have to leave. Like I said, this is day 2. You're about to go into day 3. But you guys are staying at unless you guys found an inn, you guys are just staying at the Thieves Guild at Shadow Dash. But
The fanciest suites they have.
the fanciest suites, yes. Yeah, no, there's some
Does Sir Thomas hang out with us in the beach?
Of course not.
he's up in the rivers of fortune because it's the only place that he can tolerate. It's still
No, but it's also plausible deniability. If I don't know what trouble they're getting up to,
yeah,
then I don't endanger my oath.
yes.
We're just settling into our new homes.
It's like I would rather be amongst gamblers because I know that they're gambling. But as long as I don't deal with them.
Well, no, also,
Then I'm
also,
joking.
oh no, also it's an area where gambling is legal, right? So
yeah,
then,
this is
I have no-
gambling is legal.
yeah,
I will say that the gold that they took all the gold from the casino to give you guys your gold. So they're trying to rebuild the losses.
They said all the chances to -1.
Yeah, so they
Every game is
have
now rigged.
they have asked their benefactors to be like, hey, we need a loan, man. It's like, hey, come on.
I sent you a question just out of curiosity.
On Discord.
Yeah.
While we're doing this, I walk through the whole place like I own it. And I start setting my traps.
How
like
do
I
you
did on the
walk
ship.
everywhere?
Not yet.
They're awesome before I am. Who gives?
That's all I wanted to just.
Can I send
Yeah,
runners from the Thieves Guild to
Judy.
just get mundane, stupid items, just dumb requests, just to fuck with them? You need a bent spoon from across the city.
Any bent spoon of this particular lord.
32 snails.
Caviar.
Yeah. Just making
Escargot.
I
random
go through the whole
quests.
I
place.
need
tracking
40
the
sets of
traps.
linens.
What did you say?
Why not some
I
prime
do the
rib?
same
or
thing I did on the
Yeah.
boat. I trapped everywhere.
It's the cleanest thieves guild we've ever seen. There's not a single rat.
By day 3, there will not be any rats.
Yeah, day 3, there's like, why are these dead rats in the hallways? You see some of the the scouts and thieves that Rectech's been sending out. Just like, hey man, we gotta clean up these hallways first. I'll get to the job. Just give me a minute. This place smells
I need
horrendous.
my linen right now. This is a task of the highest order
But you're not wearing linen. You're wearing polyester.
for my room.
On your bed.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while to get those kinds of linens.
Is that how you talk to your future guild master? Huh?
in.
Huh? And I just reach into one of my pockets on my trench coat very slowly. Is that how you're gonna talk to me?
He hands you a letter of resignation.
That's what I thought.
It's like, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this anymore.
One less person they gotta pay.
Yeah.
Wow, restitutions. You hear
And as he turns around and walks out the door, I'm behind him.
you hear the guy like the bank vault. He's like, normally I would say that you would have to pay severance, but because you guys basically paid me that one day, fuck that guy. Right? He's like,
I toss him a gold coin.
thank you. He's like, you guys are the best.
We also get your 401k, your retirement
He's our new
plans.
hype man.
Fuck you. He's like, Walt with tears in his eyes. Fuck you. I really like that man.
So as I'm doing my stuff, as it is, goes through the bar and all that stuff, so I'll put stuff on the tables. I catch anyone manhandling the women, I go and bite them.
Crunch.
Most of the
That
women-
wasn't a thing until you brought it up.
Yeah, I mean,
there was
even
no
if they-
indication of any wrongdoing going on.
even if they did,
It's a thieves guild. And they're gambling, these assholes.
yes, they're all gambling. I will say,
they're drunk.
you
Are
know
you
that
protecting
all
the
of
prostitutes or the female members of the guild? Because I'm sure they can
Both.
handle themselves.
Both.
I'm sure the female members can handle themselves with the prostitutes.
Michael or Spinesfoot, you have seen the waiters that are up here in the River of Fortune down here in Shadow Dagger. So they are full. They are full
I
members of the
understand,
Thieves Guild.
But these are humans doing this to our staff.
Yes.
They couldn't help.
I go
You
and
have-
bite them.
Okay. Yeah, you can go and bite them. I will
I
say
have
that while you're
acquired
biting
a
one of them,
taste for humans now.
this is true. I forgot about that. I will say that
Not even hard, you're just gnawing on it.
just gumming them.
Nibbling.
My teeth are currently
He's
up in
teething.
my gums.
He's
You're gonna
teething.
just give me a reason.
Just start cutting off.
You do see one of the female.
Not
You do see
hard.
one of the female thieves give you a wink as like you're gnawing on this one person, and she's got a knife to another one. It's just like, yeah, if this guy touches me again, I'm gonna slice his throat. But I like what you're doing. And you're just like, but is there anything else you're doing? Because you guys got your holy water. You've gone through ceremonies.
interviews
You
for a
had
butler.
your thing
I'm doing interviews for a butler.
for butler.
Yeah.
We have one, the treasury guy. I'm sure he'll be. public.
He needs to watch the treasury.
Yeah, he needs to watch
I
treasurer.
need a private.
He
butler
is
to
good
take
at
care
being
of
the treasurer.
room and-
He is good at being the treasurer and your guys' hype man.
Yeah.
That is just like the only two things he can do.
Before it's done, this Thieves Guild is gonna want to work for us.
You know what? I'll roll for it. I'll go back to the species page
What are you rolling for?
to see who your butler is.
Oh,
It's them.
oh no, we got a role
From the
play.
church.
Huh?
We got a role
He
play.
was so used to being
this
an indentured
interview. I'm
servant.
just kidding.
Listen, man.
I've got 12 interviews per day set up. So we're gonna role play each one.
He's soulless. He still has a body.
What are you
No.
jawing about over there?
Nothing.
Yeah,
I'm
my
doing
bad.
nothing.
We were just talking about butlers and slaves.
Oh my gosh.
You're the high priest. That's fine.
13.
Well, we're the high priest, he's telling you now we own a church too. That'd be awesome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
First City's Church of Tima.
10. This is perfect. You have, out of all of the interviews that you did, you've interviewed a multitude of different species and races. You interviewed Kobolds, you interviewed goblins, Goliaths. There was a Kenku that looked kind of like Squawk, but couldn't just speak like Squawk could. I mean, you guys, there's one that really caught your eye. It's a deep gnome.
I send him off with money to get the fanciest clothes he can find.
Trying to figure out what voice I want to use for the steep gnome.
Either deep gnome or the biggest orc you can find.
What is it that you're wanting to find?
The biggest orc.
Biggest orc? No. Like, what did you send the deep gnome to go find?
Oh, the best clothes. My butler is only gonna be in the finest of
Yes. Yes, master. I will go find you the best clothes.
Give it all be a sock.
I will find you the best clothes, master.
Can it just be Gollum? Gollum be my butler.
Sure. It's some deranged halfling. Just see if I can do.
It can still be a goblin. It's just I want you to role play as.
Since they added in Lord of the Rings, it's canon. Gollum's in
True, you
this.
could technically have Gollum. Just like, yes, master. I will go get you your finest lamps.
No, it's for him to win. He's gonna be presentable. He's gonna be work for me.
I will. For me?
Dobby's been given a sock. Dobby is free.
You are my cousin. My name is Gobby.
Dobby.
Gobby.
We're not making it to this house.
He goes and finds.
As he says, go copy these nuts. Just kidding.
Nuts. Ah, that's funny,
I'm
master.
just kidding. I don't.
Gobby will start using this.
Breck doesn't, Deck does.
He goes off and gets clothes that look presentable as a butler. He looks like Jeffrey.
He's gonna look like nobility compared to the rest of
He looks like Jeffrey from Family Matters or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fair.
he looks like Jeffrey from Fresh Prince. Good. He's got like the swallowtail and the 3 button-up piece and like the
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's going off the rails.
yeah, of course. It's been 2 weeks. I expect it. Yes, Spine Splitter.
We have to get the chaos out.
Do you want one of your own?
No. I start going around to the girls. I'll be very nice.
Okay, let's be creepy as shit.
Go around to the girls.
They need the
This
odds
is-
on these
less-
these
this
dire
direct.
weasel races that I hear about.
I've seen
I know there's
Predators
clients in
less
here.
direct.
I'll
Oh,
split 3/4 your way, half quarter
That's
mine.
That's how
Just
they
kind
look.
of screaming.
So fun fact, these are below. Nope.
And
Wait,
we are
what's
now
going on?
banned from Twitch and YouTube. Thank you. Renee.
I'm
Nope.
getting
I'm
women
just saying that we're aware of that.
to get leaked information about
they don't
the
want
ferrets or the dire weasels racing track. I assume it's somewhere in here. And
That,
Uh,
if there is not,
you-
that is my
you
butler's next
know
task,
that-
is to set up a dire weasel racing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
There is a dire weasel
The black
racing
market.
track. However, dire weasels are considered large mounts, I believe.
Yeah.
They are its own separate racetrack.
Yeah, that's going on.
But we have gamblers in here
Oh,
that
yes,
bet on it.
okay.
I want tips on who.
I would like to purchase said racetrack.
I just want to know the tips on this, and all they owe me is a quarter of the
The
winnings.
profits.
Yeah.
Geez, I gotta come up with names, like
Yeah.
racing names off the top.
Yeah, but you can get that for next.
Yeah,
week.
we'll get that for next session.
That's
I'll
fine.
write
You're
that
gonna,
down.
you're gonna have to make a whole stable of dire weasels and their jockeys.
Jeez. No, that is what Copilot is for. Give me jockeys for dire weasels. Jockey names for dire weasels.
And racing names for dire.
And racing names for
In
dire
case you're
weasels.
getting somehow.
I think my pen broke.
We're gonna own it at some point. We're gonna buy this racetrack. If it's not already part of the future.
No, he said it was own entity. He said it was their its own entity.
Not for long.
See, I just do the plots. He just takes it.
Can't wait till we go back and our money's not worth anything.
No.
And I'm gonna funnel money
Probably like
into
one.
getting flat screen TVs for the bar
Oh,
to
that's
showcase the
fine.
dire weasel races.
Because this money was probably made around this time.
Black and crystal balls.
Listen, come now. I've already given you arcane cannons. We're not at TVs yet.
That's a good
Why
point.
not? Just take a crystal
I didn't think
ball.
of
Yeah,
that.
and
do we not,
Flatten it
do we
out.
not get
This wouldn't be meant to
video
happen.
sending stones?
Damn it, I gave you that technology.
Yeah, we can send texts and emojis to each other.
I'll work on it, okay? I'll work on it.
Hey, just out of curiosity, is the gold that we got from here and the gold that we have in our pouch the same design and everything? Or is there like
Ooh.
circulation?
Is it like the same currency or?
Ooh.
Jot it down.
Yeah. We'll save this for next week's session.
My butler's next task is to go recruit the scientists whose lab we blew up to make TVs for us for our bar.
Robot.
Yeah.
Robot.
It's a sports bar now.
We're gonna hire a robot to upgrade our
could.
den. He needs a new place to work.
He does. Give him a month and I guarantee you we have live vidcast.
I'm also gonna order construction of the
I
lab for
think
him
so.
within the Thieves Guild.
Within the Thieves Guild?
Yeah, it's underground, you said, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
Have them
We're
on,
gonna make
out
a
on
new
the second
cavern
floor.
and make it his own personal lab so he comes and works for us. And makes us flat screen TVs.
And cannons.
And I'll also order construction of a separate room above ground for Sir Thomas.
His meditation chamber.
It'll be decked out to tier.
Yeah.
Tear them up.
Decked out to
You
tier.
said, especially since you said the city frowns on tier here, so we got it corrected.
Your worship's Tiamat, right?
Damn.
Right next to his thing, somewhere down the block, I create my Turkey map.
We're just,
There's one
You
for
do
sale
have,
right
you
now.
do have a cavern that
Jeremy
you
gave us
do, you
this
do
when we
have
went.
an altar you
we
destroyed
turn
that
into
you
a
could turn
corporation, buying up all the
into a
land.
temple.
Yeah,
We're-
but she's all the
we're
way out there.
gentrifying the
I'm in the
neighborhood.
city.
There is
Yeah,
a church
okay.
near
We're
here.
just-
Alchemist
we're
is like
just
about-
gentrifying the
High
neighborhood.
priest
Yes, you are.
recently retired.
Oh. You buy
Which is
that.
funny that the
Just let me know.
which is funny that you it's like above game. It's hilarious that kobolds are gentrifying the neighborhood.
So yeah, the church the high priest left, yeah, that just became our church.
Yeah, the one that retired.
Well, we haven't gotten
Well,
that
he
far
didn't-
yet.
He wouldn't have retired. Well,
Half
the
stuff
high
I'm
priest
just
would have
saying is
retired,
Stupid.
but it's like Pope rules.
We'll work towards it. We'll work towards it.
You
They
would have
still-
had,
give
you
it
would have-
time.
yeah, you would have had another priest take over high priest.
They need the tithes, right? They can make a new one.
Sure.
We can
You
do
guys
that.
could
They
pay
can
them off.
Donate.
I do have a question.
This is true. You could also donate.
Can
Yes.
Warren have kind of like tried to learn card tricks from other thieves on the unit?
Absolutely.
Because she doesn't know crap.
Out of all of the chaos, that is the most sane thing you've asked for.
He gets that.
So Thomas, you're gonna have to come in on day 3 and just round us up from whatever side quest we've been.
Like, I
Except
just
for-
want to learn my card
some-
trick.
And
shall I?
day 3 arrives.
Even if I disagree with him, sometimes he's usually actually responsible when he's,
I'm in an office, just like with a calculator.
Yeah.
oh, you know, an account.
You have two
Yeah.
calculators.
It's a little
You have two
customization.
calculators. Both halves are going to calculate.
Yeah.
We
Or
got you.
Wearing a
mine
little
was-
visor, smoking
I
a
just
cigarette.
sow the
Um,
seeds of
Flip it over,
destruction.
that's like a
Your,
Flip it over.
I
city
Mine
taxes.
Yeah.
On day 3,
I don't know if you can.
Back to the game.
Yeah.
back to the game. It's after all this chaos. On day 3, you do see the guildmaster walking through one of the tunnels heading towards Shadow Dagger HQ with a large like a large crate, to which he comes up to you guys specifically. He sees you guys down in down in the lower area of Shadow Dagger, and proceeds to say, yes, I do believe that it is day 3. I went ahead and went to the pawn shop in the Enchanters to get your guys' items that were on hold. So you guys have your weapons and your gear that you are waiting for to be enchanted, as well as your potions. It being said, are you guys ready to get started on the job that
I go over to Gabi and like, you're in charge.
You just,
I'll be back.
you just get do a whole ceremony and inviting him to be the one in charge.
Wait, is he the tentative guildmaster right now?
He's the interim.
The interim guildmaster?
Yes. God.
Jeez.
Somebody's gotta run the place while I'm gone.
This is this honor master.
Don't fuck this up.
I flick him a
And that doesn't come- that doesn't
flick him a
come-
gold coin.
Can I ask for advice from the former guildmaster to make sure I don't fuck up?
I tell him to go to the treasurer for any questions.
Okay, man, tight.
All those commands where he goes, don't fuck this up, came from the lower end, not the top end.
He didn't say top half didn't say a word. I never got just that.
It was like a whisper. Don't fuck this up.
He just panicked. He's just like, "Did I say that out loud?" But yes, the guildmaster, he hands you guys all your weapons, and all of your magic potions that you guys are waiting for. It is day 3, and he proceeds to continue with what he was saying. He wanted to go to a British accent, but it's French.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
I haven't watched it.
The mansion that you would want to go to, as I have previously stated, it is to the west.
Yeah.
Yes, it is to the west. To the west. It is for a flying friend. It'd be very easy for you to spot if you were to fly up into the air. You'd be able to see all of the forest that is basically. Oh, what the fuck did I do? I keep forgetting this thing is touchscreen. If
You're
you were
trying to figure
to
out west and just
if you were
walking in a
to-
circle.
if you were to fly
It's
up in
this
the
way.
air, you would be able to see a forest that has become decrepit and is dying. And basically, in the center of this forest, is the manor of Lady Annabelle. That is where you need to go. It is only about a half a day's journey, so you should be able to get there pretty quick. And as of right now, as all of my former scouts, everybody that hadn't died or retired, has said that on the way there, there's nothing living from here to the manor. Everything has died around the manor.
I know different than now.
What are you thinking?
I know there's dragons in those mountains now.
Yeah. So I wish you all the best of luck on this mission. As I have said, you two especially the Rectic and Spine Splitter, as
Grandma
rogues
wants to
and
try.
thieves, you guys are my last hope for this. As rogues and thieves, Sir Thomas, on a different matter, you are my only hope for that as well.
He's so
He's
my shoulder looked up and I'm not gonna start shoving everything.
but I wish you all the best of luck. To all of you, and
These are big balls, have these flicks everywhere.
please come back
I'm
alive
not sure what they look. They look like cannonballs.
so that I can
starting to do something.
give you my life savings.
Yeah, they're gonna come say that about just.
You already have ownership of the Thieves Guild. I need to give you life savings.
Oh, he gave us an actual, I thought, I was just acting the
No,
part.
you are fully ownership
I didn't
of
know
the
he
Thieves Guild.
signed it over
Oh,
already.
I thought we got that after.
Yeah, I did too. That's why I was doing everything I did. Was As
You
we
guys
look-
are
as
you
we
guys are
walk-
the interim. You guys are interim thieves. You are the guild masters, and then you made another interim guild master with Dobby.
At that mention, I just give a death glare to Gabi.
Yeah. Say, please don't. And see, as I overheard, don't fuck this up.
As you're talking to him, you kind of feel a slight tug on your backpack. But you're still
Get out of my glitter pocket.
um,
Pocket sand.
get my stuff.
Is there anything else you guys need to do on a serious note before you start heading toward the manor? No.
No, I think
I
we're
walk over to the bar, pick up cannonball, put it right on the soft. It's got a lick. I look at the ladies. Just light it if you need to.
One of them leans over and kisses you on the cheek. She is a dwarf.
full beard.
Full beard. She's like,
Blind Splitter's just like,
I really like your style, lad.
walk out.
I shoo her away. Shoot,
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Yeah.
It's the red light district all over again.
Blind Splitter's brain right now is just like,
Thank God. Just
What is this?
Thank God.
What is
Fearon's not
happening?
here right now.
To what?
And you're
Thank
like,
God
just
Fearon's
remind
not
me
here
of
right
Oh,
now.
I know.
the best part.
He'd be like, why is no one kissing me?
Yeah.
No, he's got dry, so I'm
Alrighty.
sure he's.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way towards the manor. And as the guildmaster said, on the way there, everything around you looks like it is either dead or dying. It's trees. All of the undergrowth is gone. Dead seagulls everywhere. No one knows what happened to all the seagulls. Dead seagulls everywhere.
I get pissed.
Because you didn't get to kill the seagulls.
Goddamn right. No, I'm pissed. Blind Splitter is pissed.
there's a multitude of birds that are dead. A lot of other animals that are just basically, they're not skeletons. They're just withered forms of themselves. Like they've been drained and sucked dry. You guys keep proceeding through the woods and a clearing. You come upon a clearing, and at the with a couple little hills, and at the top of this, atop of one of these hills, we got to see this manor. Very, very rustic. A lot of the paint has worn or chipped. There are cobwebs in all of the archways that are around here. It is a 2-story manor. All the windows are barred and boarded up. There are no lights on that you in any of the gaps that are between the boards that you can see windows of. There's no light inside. It's very dingy and dirty. The windows are all dusty. And there is a
So even the door we have to go into is dirty and dusty.
yeah. No, I'm sorry.
Oh no, prestidigitation.
The door is now clean and pristine.
How far away are you when you do this?
Well, we eventually get to the door. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm holding a stepping stone up like it's a selfie, and I'm acting like those ghost hunters. Oh my god, did you hear that?
Something happened. Look at the door.
You're in there, show yourself. Pussies. Oh my god, did you hear that? And nothing happened.
Right.
I do have a serious question.
And then the door cleans itself. Oh my god.
The windows, when you say they're barred, what kind
There
of barring does it
there
look
are
like?
steel bars like old timey prison. Not like that are embedded into the wood, but they're anchored to the exterior, and they're like C bars in a sense, and they overlap. So it's a grid.
Okay, so it's not
and
like we
see-
could just go like that and open,
No.
like,
It's not
push if
moving
somebody was
from
strong
behind the
enough.
wall.
No, these are iron bars that are
Does
like a
not go
grid. They're
Are we
overlapping
afraid of-
and almost look like they're welded together in a sense. But something that does catch your guys' attention is that on the main set of double doors that you guys have to go through, there's one thing you guys know for certain.
Yeah, right.
The guildmaster has said that he has sent people here, and they have either not made it back, which you've seen people sitting around the Thieves Guild that they're not quite right. Something has happened to them, either mentally or they're missing limbs or something. But there are also ones that have never made it back. The front door has a lock and chain on the outside of the door. But no one has been here since the last scout. You guys are the next group to go. But you do see a locked in chain around the handlebars of the front door.
I spit the lock.
That's right, you have acid spit now.
I just put my arcane
sorry.
cannon back in my holster.
That's a-
Oh, you may suck you.
Give me a perception check, Michael.
It's very perception.
Yeah, just regular perception. Or what is your passive?
16.
Your passive, okay, I'll say 16 is okay. I just didn't know what your passive was.
Said 70.
When you spit
Exactly.
when you spit your acid spit on the lock, you hear it's sounds like a faint whispered scream of, of the lock itself.
I keep spitting at it.
Eventually you're able to get the lock to
Oh my god, Chad,
break.
did you hear that?
Eventually get the lock to break. The chain, the lock swings to one side, and the chain, is you'd have to pull the chain to open the doors, but the lock itself has been singed through basically from your acid
It's
spit.
been on the chain.
Okay, and then it just splits into two different.
Does it hiss? Does it hiss?
That one does as well. It's just a very faint, like whispered scream.
We have to go to the basement to get to the entrance. That's what you said, correct?
You have to get to the basement to get to the tavern,
Yeah, to get to the where we actually
or to the cavern. That you were
Bar.
aware of.
There could be a tavern down there. Who knows?
Yeah, there could be a tavern.
Name the cavern.
Okay. We kick open the door.
Okay. Yeah, you
I don't
can-
walk in yet. I just
Yeah,
kick.
you kick it.
Yeah, here, ghost.
I move up.
Shoot.
I have my divine sense going, of
I will.
course.
I will say before you guys open the doors, your divine sense is not giving anything off.
Okay.
Scooch, ghost. Go
The
scooch.
moment that the door opens, you are flooded with the sense of undead, fiendish. You have fiend energy, undead energy.
Okay. All right. The sunblade is immediately being drawn, and the blade
Yeah.
is
You are.
immediately being extended
Yeah,
out.
you are flooded with this
And when
energy.
we'll say,
It
when you
is-
see me draw the sunblade, you prepare your
Yeah.
weapons.
It is so it is so potent that you cannot pinpoint where anything is not coming.
And I will let everyone know I sense massive amounts of undead and fiends.
It starts slowly backing up.
What do you have in your hand? The cannonball.
The improvised bomb.
Do you guys go inside?
Oh, I go inside.
Yeah, you go inside.
I go for
Remember, at this point, I
I
literally
attempt to be
know no
super
fear
tactical
because of
about
my
this.
aura.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, or good.
I attempt to be super tactical about this, following him, so like I'm running up to the door and like, and then like barrel rolling around, following him.
You have two guns in one hand, and then out of this pocket you have the crystal. It's just like, what is going on?
We're cooked, chat. We're cooked, chat.
You guys all walk in. Does everybody walk inside? I need to clarify that because
Going in last.
you're going in last. All right, Oak goes in last.
going in next to Sir Thomas.
All right, now I get to bring you into
Trying to stay within 10 feet of me is good if any of them
I'm
have
staying
any
10 feet away
ability
from him.
to cause
All
fear.
right.
More than try.
So I've done something with this game.
Asshole.
I have
Can Charlie fit through the door?
Charlie probably could fit in through the door.
Oh yeah.
Say-
they-
we'll say even though
I'm not
we're in
gonna
a house,
subject my sweet
I
Charlie
am
to
mounted
the
on my
horrors
war
of this.
horse. I'll
You're
say I
mounted
use
on
my
your war
one
horse?
free
Okay.
use of.
I'm not gonna subject
Fine
my
speed.
sweet innocent Charlie to this.
So
him.
I have done
They
something
obviously
with
have
this
to.
map. You guys do not have shared vision. And I have made it to where you can only explore rooms by going into certain areas. There are doors, there are the door aspects of things, so unless you open a door, you will not be able to go through it, and you will not be able to see what is past it.
What
Is
is
it
it?
20 feet?
Mhm.
And I've got 10 feet of blind sight, and the sunblade gives, I think, 15 feet of bright sunlight. Let me confirm just how much sunlight it gives.
You guys are currently in just the main foyer. You, with what you can see, you do see that it is an opening, and it does open into a bigger room. But you will have to move your characters to explore.
Okay, with the sunblade option, to extend how much light it does, we've got 30 feet of bright light and 30 feet of dim light. As I would say, I extended it out to
No
60
shared-
total feet.
No shared vision.
What?
Vision. We can explore the room since we go through each, right?
There's no shared vision.
The
What's your only-
sunblade gives
Whatever
with what I
you
did,
see is
30
what
feet
you
of bright
see
light and
only.
30 feet of
So
dim
if you
light.
get separated in a room, you only see that.
Oh, right. That's definitely great.
30 feet of dim and then what?
30 feet of bright light.
Sword.
So 60 for bright?
Okay.
It's 30 for bright
way
and
around.
30 for dim.
Well, yeah, sorry.
30 feet of bright
So-
light,
Dim light out to 60, basically.
Yeah.
60 feet.
Is there a way to change it via the vision for him specifically? Because you won't be able to see past closed doors.
So I can share everybody's vision with him specifically.
Um,
Wait, dude.
What's Michael?
No, we call that baptism.
Okay.
That's what I thought you said. Okay.
I sure as shit did. I said, run it.
2 weeks really does mess us up.
What's that?
2 weeks really has.
I mean, at least he hasn't experienced much, so it's not losing anything.
Just send them down to Louisiana to the Duck Dynasty people. And they take care of that for you.
Okay.
You don't expect something from me.
Yeah, absolutely. It was everything else. No, it'd come back from the Duck Dynasty people with so many skills.
Oh, I
It learned
know.
how to make its own camp at that point.
I have no vision.
Yeah, I can't, for some reason it won't give me the option to mess with your vision. Right click on
What?
character.
Alright, we don't have any.
Yeah. Where'd you know?
See where it says token vision? It should be the very last option under token auras.
Don't have that.
So I was,
Oh, then.
I'm sure I can go look back in the notes, but just, so they said that they had somebody who was a specialist with acid before in the haunted house and Lady Annabelle's health. And that did not work at that point in time, as far as they were saying.
It's because for some reason his token vision is disabled. I'll try it.
Yeah. It works.
Yeah. I was going through everybody, did the only one that didn't have that option.
So if I set this up right, everybody, so you have to turn on enable token vision on the top menu, and then you have to select your character. Everybody should be able to see everything he can see. But like if I select Kieran, I can't see him. Right? He's not sharing it. I think that's how that works. I don't know. I haven't messed with that too much.
Kieran's vision should be,
Well, like if I click on
Enabled.
Kieran, he doesn't see, like, if I click on everybody individually, it doesn't show anybody else other than me, because it's not sharing their vision. But if I click on Sir Thomas, I can see everybody. So it should be worked properly, but you have to have that option turned on, and you have to be clicking on your character. Like it has to be selected
okay.
for the vision to work properly.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, I will. So how many different like doors could we see?
Well, you have to
At
go
this
into,
point,
you have,
okay.
as of right now, you have to go into the actual bigger room. Right
Okay,
now, you're just sitting in.
so
the
let's say I move to the bigger room.
Right.
And-
Yours is the only person I can move. Just because everybody else with them having the laptops, they can move their stuff.
Right.
I can go in the room too.
Nope, sorry, Ben. I didn't even move yours. Trying to find mine.
Get off me.
Sorry. Oh. What I did something.
Oh. There's a fireplace.
Yeah, mine-
see.
Hey,
yeah, mine stopped for a
Pyro,
minute
just
too.
wait a few minutes.
You can get light in here.
Mine stopped for a second as well.
Can always use the light cantrip.
No, actually,
The Sunblade is not sufficient light.
Does he
No,
have to be
I
the
was
one to have
talking
shared
about-
vision with you?
Fire,
light this goddamn place up.
you want to borrow my flame tongue? You know, use that, assuming you could equip a long sword, but,
Oh no, it's weird.
No, but I can go around breaking furniture.
well, yes, I have no doubt you're good at that. I'm just, what,
I don't
what's
know.
your class, your classes again?
More like swordsman.
Okay, yeah, so you
It might
probably
be
wouldn't
because
have
I have it
martial
set to where
arts.
you can't have shared vision.
Okay, so on
Like there's no shared vision trail.
my case, I'm just gonna set it just so we don't fuck something different.
Yes.
So he goes in there, but behind him, I start looking at the furniture and start slowly breaking it apart, tossing the fire. I'm starting to fire.
Okay.
You know I can do that.
There's
That
the-
in 6 seconds, right?
What furniture? Because, or just the stuff you can see in the other room?
Yeah,
Okay.
if
Yeah.
it's wood mix.
Yeah. So you can start taking legs of, you can start taking legs of the different chairs and couches and stuff in there. I will say, every time you go to the fireplace, when you go back to a chair, the leg has regrown.
Fireplace still have wood in it?
Yeah.
I take the chair and I walk over. I don't need to go rummaging now. I just start breaking the chair apart.
Okay.
Um,
Start breaking that chair apart.
Your
If you go back in
vision-
that room, that chair reappears.
So I have my back to him, and when I hear him break something, I'm like, oh my god.
so was that you moving around there? In the bottom right corner?
No, that was me.
Okay, so wherever Oak was going, I could see exactly what his vision was opening.
So as of right now, I will describe in this room, aside from the fireplace, you do see
Yeah.
you see two suits, aside from the side room that you guys can see into there, because that is an open room. And
I'm in on my screen.
Yeah.
We're only
Yes.
supposed to be seeing our vision.
so what with where most of you are right
You
now,
should be able, if you're in the same room, you should be able to see. Oh, and you went to the. Oh, no, there you are. Right here. Yeah, you can
Um,
take it away.
Oh, no, he has shared vision on.
In this particular room,
Yeah, I turned it back on for everybody.
Oh, you did?
yeah, in this particular room, you see that there are there's an opening into the living room, but there are 4 sets of doors in this room. There are 2 on either side of the fireplace, and there is one on the north side of this room. So above, it's about 10 feet above Fearon, yeah, right about there. And then the other one is in the bottom right-hand corner, south of the entryway that leads into that giant living room that Spine Splitter has been taken chairs out of.
I go in through that bottom door.
The bottom door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna kind of back into it.
So that bottom door, you can go through it, and it leads into a library, or kind of like a study library area. But there are still 3 other doors that remain closed, as well as the room that goes into the living room that I think Spine Splitter can see into.
To give him content, I also slammed the door behind me.
Just for yeah, for Rec Deck on your screen, I'll go ahead and ping where these doors are. There's a door down here, maybe they'll do it. There's a door down here. There's a door here, and there's a door here.
I'm staying next to.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go, and which door did,
He went down into the bottom right-hand door.
okay, so my right,
Yeah, the bottom right door down here is where Book went down into.
I will go to the opposite door on the bottom left door.
So down here.
Yep,
Okay. You approach the door.
yeah,
Until it's something.
but
As you go
but you're
to
hooked, so, I wanna see what trouble you can get yourself into without.
as you go to open the door, you do
All good
realize
things,
that this
all good
door is
things.
locked.
All right,
I will also say, based off your guys' passive perception, I did forget to give you this little bit of information. On the door that is to the north or above where Fearon is at, this one up here, there is a stone panel that looks like it's kind of, I mean, I know obviously your guys' vision, you can see this, but there is a flat stone panel on the door itself, and it looks like is kind of like a hand imprint. So like if you were to put your hand in concrete, and just kind of leave that imprint there, and there are runes around the fingers. But the door that Sir Thomas just went to is locked.
okay. Did you
Oh my God, is there
follow
a
me?
ghost holding this shut?
Yeah, follow me. I'm gonna ask if you can do your,
I'm gonna
rune
hand you
things.
my sending stone.
Just to be like,
Yeah. I need both hands.
Okay, yeah, fine. I'll
he's
take that.
recording.
And then I spend a couple minutes like adjusting his hand, like hold it here.
At first, you realize that it's facing him.
Yeah, no, turn around.
All right.
I attempt to pick the lock.
Okay.
Slide a hand.
Yes.
26.
26. You do feel the mechanism inside the door unlock, but you can still not open the door. You're trying pushing and pulling. The door is not open.
There's a ghost in here, guys. It's holding the door shut.
It's almost like it's being held by magic.
Yeah,
No, it's a spooky.
It's
Okay.
a spooky ghost.
It's a spooky ghost.
I'm gonna move up to the upper left door,
Okay, that one there.
right?
Or the one with the stone panel
No, the one,
on the others. Okay, so this one here.
yeah,
All right.
and I'm gonna see if that door is locked or not.
That one also is locked.
Okay. Oh, and I'm giving you your whatever it was you handed back.
And now I'm standing behind you, so we're both in the shop.
Okay,
And now I'm gonna move up to the door with the panel.
okay. As I said, with the stone panel, there are some etchings on the panel, but it does not, there are etchings on the panel, but it doesn't look like anything. It looks like scratches or anything, like someone was trying to make a chisel point. But as I said, you do see the imprint of a hand where you could just rest your hand upon a certain part of the stone panel.
Okay, I'm gonna move over to the next door over that nobody's been to yet. I guess the one on the upper right, if they're,
There's not one on the upper
Okay.
right. There's only 4 doors.
okay,
The
then
one
I'm
with the
gonna
stone
move down
panel.
to the one, Ook went
All right, so
to,
the
the
one Look
library.
went through is just the
There was one
library.
with the stone panel though.
No,
Yeah.
we were just at
Okay.
that.
Didn't realize that. Apologies.
And I'll step into the library.
Okay, yeah, it's full of
Books,
full of books. There
As
are
he opens the door,
I'll start.
you just hear soft mumbling, and then once I notice it opens, it just stops.
okay.
I'm sitting on the couch.
Okay.
Rec Deck, I will say that with the 26 that you got, you attempt to unlock all 3 of the doors. It is the same thing that the mechanisms themselves. I don't know why I can't say mechanism. I'm saying it with a G.
Mechanism.
I'm saying it with a G. Mechanism. All 3 of the mechanisms inside the locks are unlocking, but the doors are being held shut.
Chat, we're locked in the room. Ghost keeping us in here.
You sound like the AI vlogs
Okay.
with like
I know,
big-
I've been watching too much Bigfoot and Stormtrooper vlogs, and that way
Okay.
of speaking starts.
I did a couple skill checks when Ook mentioned mumbling or something.
Oh, was the mumbling from you?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mumbling was from him.
Right, but I still perception 19, insight 10.
He's terrified.
Okay.
He's terrified. Last time he was in a place that had spooky ghosts was in that cavern with Durandal, and it terrified him to the point where he ran out of a room.
And
On your ship.
Eugene or Sir Thomas kind of shifts behind me, and I jump in. Did you touch my ass?
You notice that your coat is snagged on a log, and that's what touched you. That's what you felt. It brushed up
You
against
may
your.
see Night at the Roxbury.
Maybe. I don't.
So something with Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell and Chris Kattan,
Yeah.
the guys that bang their head from Silent Life.
Yeah.
Oh,
Couple idiots.
The,
All
the
right.
club owner the whole time is like, "Hey, did you grab my ass?"
So Thomas, as I said, everywhere in this mansion that you can feel so far, it does feel like fiend and undead.
Yeah.
Having a party now.
But in this particular room, you're also picking up hints of celestial energy, but you don't know exactly what it's from. It feels like it's coming from like some of the tomes and
I'm gonna
books that
start-
are in here.
I'm gonna start looking at the shelves of books.
So you can go through some of the books.
Yeah.
Um,
No, that's fine.
need you to roll me a d10.
3.
3.
Hell yeah. Squats goes. Yeah, that's what
No.
the celestial was.
Squawk ascended to godhood.
Oh
100.
my gosh. I need both Sir Thomas and the book to roll me a DC 14 wisdom saving throw. This is not a charmed ability.
Fuck.
I'm with him.
Oh, you're with them? Then I need you to roll a DC 14.
What did you say though? It is not?
It is not a charmed spell.
Okay.
Do we still get anything from your aura?
Oh, yeah, if you're within 10 feet of me, you get, +3.
I'm taking fire.
I don't want to split.
Fun.
You're good. I was just trying to decide which way.
27.
27.
Did you have it ready? What?
14.
14 was what you needed.
I had one fail, one save.
Did you have advantage? Oh, then what was the second roll? Oh, for both of you. Okay.
My poor grandma. I bless this.
Literally, this is going to be just a heads or tails. This is going to be what this happens to.
This is why you don't go into places like this.
All right, so the top half is what this affects. So Rhett, not dead, but Rhett. Look, Sir Thomas, you see both of them pass out. Like full magical sleep.
I'm still standing up though.
I don't
Yes,
feel so
I'm
good,
bent,
Mr.
I'm bent
Stark.
at the waist.
Yeah.
You guys enter, it's only for a minute. For a magical sleep. The effect of this ability, because it was something that you read in this tome, in a specific word or a specific phrase that you read. It did not have to be audible. It is something that is just read. It said, "Open the gates of dreams, let nightmares walk in daylight."
Oh.
And it's like a trigger phrase.
Oh, open the
Good,
gates
you
of
look
dreams.
Even more terrified.
What was this?
Rec, you see in this dream the conversation that Ook had with Asmodeus,
Which one?
Oh,
the most recent. Okay. You are watching from afar, seeing this conversation proceed with Ook and this demon. You don't know, I will say you don't know who it is, but you see this devil talking with Ook. You can hear bits and pieces of it that's being said.
Guest size.
And before you guys wake up, the devil looks at you, Rec, and says, "You're not supposed to be here." Snaps his fingers, and you both wake up.
As
Do I
I'm,
notice?
as I'm in the middle of doing this, snaps.
what was the ending of the quote from the book?
The ending of the quote, so this was the full quote, was "Open the gates of dreams, comma, let nightmares walk in daylight."
So he passes out.
Top hat passes out.
Yeah, the one that
Yeah.
communicates with him.
Yeah.
The other one kid.
All right. I'm gonna go look for another book.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, you can go through it. Yeah, you can go through another book.
And for that one, I rolled a 10.
So, as I said, Rec, the word you were hearing bits and pieces of the conversation. I will say, look, you see Rec as for you, Asmodeus turns and looks in a different direction and snaps his fingers, and you
About
see
half my
Rec.
size.
Yeah, you see the top half of Rec.
The trench coat's just like dragging up.
Yeah, with no feet in the bottom, and you see him kind of standing probably
This
about
thing I've seen today.
50, 60 feet away. The words Rec hears of the words that Rec hears of the conversation
sometimes
you
in
had
story.
previously was you also hear a couple phrases as well. You hear, "Thank you for the high priest soul." Soul seed. And Tiamat. Those are the words that you hear out of the dream.
course he doesn't hear, don't tell spine speaker. Of course.
Dave, choose a bad time to go smoke.
All of this happened while you were gone.
No, I left because I don't want to know.
Yeah. Sir Thomas, you're going through another book?
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10. Let me see.
Does this happen? Do you do this after we wake up?
Yeah,
Well, so you
at
two
what
wake
point
up.
do we wake up?
So you guys only take one. So when you guys wake up, it's like a headache, but you technically take 1d6 of psychic damage. But are you resistant to psychic because of your ability?
Should be from your class.
You literally only take
No.
one psychic damage,
No.
so it really
No, no resistance.
it's like a bump on the back of your head from like you hit when your top half fell over, your head hit the table. You just plunk, and
I'll
you
pass
kind
out
of like
with my rock in my hand.
hit your head up against a. So that's where the psychic damage comes from.
When I snap, I'm like, oh my god, did you see that ghost? I'm being attacked. And I start screaming.
We remember this vividly, right?
Ooh.
Just making
Okay.
sure.
He screams.
Sir Thomas, help!
All right, so Sir Thomas, this is something that you can use once for this day. It is an ability you are given. The phrase that you read says, "One breath in the void, and time shall be your prisoner." You feel a rush of energy, but you won't know what happens until you're like in a battle or in a fight. For what you, I'll also write down that you've got this ability real quick.
And you can use that once a day.
No. He can only use it once for a
This
day,
day.
not once per day, just once for a day. So after 24 hours is up, he's no longer able to use this.
Okay.
Mhm.
I light the fire, and then I go fly to him since I heard him scream.
Oh,
And
and I'm
Spice
gonna
Winter's going on.
look at a third book. I rolled a
I'm
7.
I'm attempting to
Um,
pull a barrel out of my
I'm
head.
trying to
So
figure
for
out what's
you,
going
I
on
will tell
here.
you what the
It's
effect
just
is.
staring at you.
But it, like I said, it
Just
won't really
watching
do anything
Until I'm in
until
combat.
you're in a fight. But
First, I got set up
when
a rock
you
on the
read
table.
when you read that phrase, "One breath in the void, and time shall be your prisoner," the effect that you gain or the power that you get is the reader can take 3 actions in one turn as time slows drastically around you. So basically, you can take 3 actions in
So it's
one
like having
turn.
a double action.
You're having a
surge
double
as a
haste,
fighter.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Or
double haste.
double
in this one.
haste, yeah.
However, after you use this ability, the aftermath is that you gain 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah, I knew it'd be something.
That's fair.
And you are incapacitated for 1 round.
So I might not use it. Well, depending on how desperate
But
the
it is
situation
usable
is.
once per day
Yeah.
if you read this multiple times.
Yeah.
And you said you rolled a 7.
Yep.
This is going through the whole collection.
I'm trying to see if there's like some clue how to get these doors open somewhere in the library.
I
So,
will
I'm
say,
just
I will say
screaming
before I
behind
read the next one, Michael, I will say when you light the fire out of the corner of your eye with the 16, you do see that something on the stone panel, the way that it is lighting up, it looks like it is starting to form, like the way the shadows are. It kind of looks like it could form words, but it's like it doesn't have enough light. It is not external light that needs to be happening. It's something internal that needs to happen.
Well, that's when the fireplace lit.
Okay, so the fireplace is lit.
After a couple seconds of screaming, I get into like a defensive pose. I'm like, fuck you, ghost.
Jeez. Here you go.
And Sir Thomas is oblivious to me.
no, I'm gonna be like, calm down.
Just so that there's an animation for fire lit.
How far away are
There you
you
go.
from here?
There's fire
I'm
lit.
near you. I'm with.
Then you
Um,
would
he's
share
alive,
our
right?
courage, so you would not be afraid.
I still hate ghosts.
Yeah, you think Sir Thomas doesn't?
Well,
Ghosts.
there's furniture right here, so. folks are safe.
Okay. So you said you rolled 7.
Mhm.
Speak the word and become what you most desire. The effect is the reader undergoes a magical transmutation, physically and mentally becoming their deepest obsession or desire.
Why is he appearing?
It lasts 1 hour.
Well, it probably I became a holy avenger for 1 hour or something.
He becomes Tyr.
I was gonna say he becomes a god.
For 1
yeah.
hour, right?
The duration is for 1 hour. The drawback is that there is a 50% chance the reader refuses to return to their original form and must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, DC 16, to regain your sense of self.
Jeez. And once again, this is something that's optional for me to use it or.
No, this happens. This is
This
the
happens.
effect.
So what just happened? Sorry.
So he just
Okay,
magically
I become Tyr. I
transmutated.
become Tyr for the hour.
Yeah, basically he is a manifestation of Tyr. He looks like the god of Tyr.
So I have one eye and I believe one
Do I know
arm,
what Tyr looks like?
one hand. Yeah.
Let me,
something like that.
But Tyr had a
history
blindfold.
check.
I don't know. Whatever it
Depends
is.
on which version you're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he has
Whatever
just one. This is called the
13.
name
13?
God.
He to him he looks like the actual representation of his version of Tyr. To you, he looks like Tyr from the children's book you saw several years ago that got left in a camp.
Be gone, vile spirit!
Eh,
I'm yelling to the rest of the kobolds in Ipiak. They have possessed Sir Thomas.
uh, your mana crystal starts buzzing.
God!
you're getting a sense.
Apparently he has no eyes actually.
So
Yeah. One hand, no eyes.
what? So yeah, Sir Thomas has one hand and no eyes.
These
Well,
vile
From
ghosts
what
have taken his
god-
sight.
From what
That's Tyr. It's the one they used in Baldur's Gate 3, but a lot of the other depictions also
yeah, but
show
you
him.
came from, but you'd be looking at Tyr from Ratner.
Yeah. I'm trying to pull him
Isn't
up.
that Baldur's Gate?
This is from the.
Here's
Sword
from
goes down
Forgotten
from-
Realms wiki. He looks to probably have no
Oh, he's
eyes.
Odin.
Yeah. He looks blind as well.
Something like that.
Isn't it supposed to be blind justice?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
So yeah, Sir, as of right now, Sir Thomas has gone through 3 books.
Okay,
and
well,
3 different things.
we'll
have
just
happened
say
to
I
him.
went ahead because I rolled the dice
He's-
roll.
He's fine
rolled
now.
it, no.
They came out of
I
their sleep.
rolled the D20 roll in anticipation of whatever my
You can
next
see his
D20 was
depths
going to
there,
be.
yeah.
And you said it was a
Mhm.
wisdom save 16. So
If
I
you look
got
back
a
at the door,
25 on
you'll
that.
see
So I
Okay,
will
so
be
yeah,
able
after an
to
hour,
transform
So
back.
yeah, you'll be able to transform back into an hour.
Until I saw you then.
But
maybe
yeah,
I
no,
should break.
he was only asleep for a minute.
Yeah, but he was screaming after that.
Oh, he was. Oh, I didn't know.
That's why I came in here.
Okay, I will tell
Wrapped
you. Granted, by now you'll see me transformed or whatever. So
Yeah,
who the hell
he
is
doesn't
this?
look like Sir Thomas.
But you'll hear would my voice still be the same though?
I don't know. It says that you physically and mentally become your deepest obsession or
Okay.
desire. So you probably physically would have the voice of what you imagine Tyr would sound like.
Okay. I will be like,
Kissing.
So anyway, he's mute.
Yeah.
He's gonna think about what he's gonna say to me.
No, you've been screaming and now there is some weirdo in this
Yeah.
room.
His eyes faded away to empty sockets before the avatar vanished.
This ghost has gotten Sir Thomas.
High or low?
Ooh.
hey,
Um,
wait a minute. Would I also have temporarily this weapon, which is the enchanted longsword of
From
Tyr?
Norse
I will.
Which makes sense.
It will be an illusion of it, but it's
Right.
still your fire. It's still your
My sunblade, yeah.
your sunblade.
I don't.
I don't kill him.
Oh, as if you'd have been successful.
Ooh.
They didn't say
You should say
physically.
challenge accepted, but
We didn't have to go, if our, if Inca wasn't
So as of right
online.
now,
It's
you
easy,
guys
it's
still
actually
only have the
the
living
same
room, the
boat.
library, and the main room that you guys can
I
get
want to
into.
fly away from these two damn weirdos. I see another fireplace.
But this is the
I
one
ripped that.
on
The fireplace
Yep,
in.
I like it.
the, yeah.
Okay.
Once again.
Look at some
no
of the
hand.
abilities of
Yeah.
this sword. I wish I could actually have it. Was sense wise, know a being's alignment, and see invisible.
Apparently
On
there
this
is
one.
I'm
shared-
trying to
shared
speak
vision.
you through something.
Oh well. Oh well, it don't matter. It's not. It shouldn't. Yeah, I was gonna say it shouldn't be able to. Okay. Anyways, yeah, no, there's very much just a living room. There's a piano, chessboard, couches by the fire, and again,
I forgot.
you keep breaking stuff apart to start this fire up, and things keep coming back.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't have to go moving around.
Uh,
I get the fire started. I chuck a book in there.
What book? Did you pick a book from the library or just a book that's in here?
I'm in the library.
I
It moved
moved
your
you to the
character.
living room because you said you saw another fireplace.
Yeah, when I went for.
Oh, there is a fireplace in the library. I
Yeah.
did not see that one. Okay.
Yeah, down here.
I did not see
You
I
that.
don't
made this
know,
map too.
whatever's in the area gets tossed in the fire.
Alrighty.
That's furniture.
I need you to roll me a d10.
Ooh.
2. Let's see what we got for a 2. God damn it.
And that was the end of the call.
Well, the thing is that you didn't read it.
Why is there a black hole?
Huh? What are you talking about? Oh,
Got him. Fucking got him.
okay.
If it was there by the plush thing, and then, yeah.
I need everybody who's in the library.
Son of a bitch.
I need you to roll me a DC 16 dexterity saving.
Dexterity save?
Dexterity saving throw. Everybody who's all in the library. It's Rectic, Sir Thomas,
I followed Spen's one,
Me.
so all of
I'm
us.
all of
still on that fucking
everyone.
couch.
Okay. Everyone is in here.
Net 20.
Okay, Nat 20 is good for you.
Got a 7.
Okay, I got
Ask
an
me
11, so
what
I
my
failed.
modifier is.
Well, no. What did you do?
Rolled a 14 with the plus 12.
I'm not sure. I was making a fire.
You threw a book in a random.
Evidently, a random book was there, so it got tossed in too.
Sorry.
You can add a broke Sir Thomas
Yeah.
when I say something
Why
like
is the
that.
animal fail?
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh no.
In this case, would that count?
No, we don't
Can
know.
she
Let's
see
just
this
throw
happen?
stuff around. No.
Danger
It's-
sense.
Danger
Yeah,
sense.
it's, yeah, it's Anderson's.
Or is it just-
Sure, yeah. So what is the actual wording of danger sense? If it's this, it's like surrounding something, right?
You have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Yes, you have advantage on this. Well, it's a DC 16, so if you passed, did you pass?
No.
Did you say normal? I had an 11 with the advantage.
Oof. Okay. For anybody who failed, you take.
Oh.
For anybody who failed, you take 39 fire damage.
Here comes the sun.
Because what if you would have read it? This is what I talked to you about earlier, Jake, above game. Had you read the book, the phrase is "Let my words be fire and my tongue ignite the flame." The effect would have been for 1 minute, each word spoken by the reader releases a fire bolt. For 1d10 of fire damage, the range is 120 feet. Because you threw the book into the fire, all the fire exploded. And the deck save was for you to avoid all of the fire bolts being shot out.
How much damage?
If you
39
failed, it was
fire if you
39.
Failed, so
Half it
it would
was,
be
I don't know what happened. The
19,
Even if you-
19,
if you take half.
yeah.
No,
19's half of 38, so we round down, I assume.
So what you're saying is even if you pass, take half damage.
You take half.
Okay.
Wait.
Sucking my deck.
But that at least means that 2 is no longer on the table if you guys decide to read another book.
I'll read one. Fuck it. Everyone else is grabbing books.
I am gonna take one of my handy
Oh.
healing potions.
How much, did you say 39 was full?
39 was if you failed. You take 19 if you succeeded on the save. All right. So what did you roll? 6.
Forgot I had evasion.
Oh.
So I only take half on it.
I still take it.
I don't know how effective this one was going to be, but
Me.
So the phrase for this one, the book that you pick up and you start reading, the phrase that you get to says,
Hold on. I run over to Sir Thomas and ask him if he can read it. I can't read.
Let me heal myself
can you-
first.
If he looks at the book but can't read, what happens then?
Do books understand that we don't
it
comprehend?
won't affect him. So are you having Sir Thomas read this?
He's the most literate of the group. I assume so.
Sir Thomas, are you
Okay, I
reading- are you
healed for
reading this book?
29 points. And then I am going to
I'm
read
prone,
the
covering my
book.
head from the fireball.
You're freaking out because you saw that the ghosts were angry.
I'm like laying on the ground, acting like I'm in a war correspondent. Like, the ghosts have fire now. The spooky ghosts.
I'm fully read into my character.
All right. Sir Thomas, are you reading
I'm
the
gonna
book?
read the book. I'm applying some healing to myself.
Okay, I just didn't know if you were.
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
I'm like flipping tables and hiding them behind them.
Attack.
All right, I will go over
Okay.
and read the book.
All right.
Do I
So
need
the
me to
phrase
roll?
the phrase in
I
this
don't
book
need
You
that
just
you
see
read.
Book just holding the book open.
Yeah.
Like,
The phrase that you read in this book says, "Where forgotten names lie, true power rests."
Wait, he can't see. Never mind. I go over to Rec Deck. No, I don't.
No,
Go-
he can see.
It just looks blind.
It's
I
like
just
an
look
illusion.
blind,
Oh,
it's an
okay.
illusion.
Yeah. For 10 minutes, the reader sees the true names of all creatures nearby floating above them. Once during this effect,
I just
Yeah.
have Dak across my stomach.
once during this effect, the reader can utter a true name to force automatic failure on a saving throw or cause fear, no save. The check for you have to have a charisma saving throw DC 13 to use the name effectively.
Okay.
To enforce fear, and what was the other part?
Which part?
what language are these books in?
Using the true name of a creature to enforce fear and fail a saving throw, right?
All languages.
So the user has to roll the charisma saving throw to use the,
Yeah, you have to roll the DC
Okay.
13 to use. So you see
So,
true
we'll
names.
say I got a
Let's try to
21 because I have a
extract
plus
the
10 on
options.
charisma save.
Yeah.
So that,
For this
I
is-
just
this
want to
is for 10
stockpile that
minutes.
in case I decide to use it. I'm not deciding for sure. I
Yeah,
want to
this
use
is
that,
for
but I
10
want to say
minutes.
that I already made the saving throw.
The reader sees the true names of all creatures nearby floating above them. Once during this effect, the reader can utter a true name to force
Okay.
automatic failure on a saving
Okay, so
throw.
I go turn around and look
cause fear.
towards a
Rack-
certain trench
And then
coat
you
clad.
see Dak
And I
just
say,
like across
"Oh,
my ribs.
Interesting.
You see,
That's all I'm gonna
you
say.
see
I'm not gonna
Wreck and
mess
Zack.
What?
You
And I'm gonna look at-
you see
look.
Spine Splitter
Spine Splitter.
/ Disciple of Tiamat.
Now, would I have already known?
Oh.
I would I believe.
You were
it.
with
Oh.
us.
Yeah.
No. I don't even know that.
Oh. I'm gonna
Disciple
say
of
titles as
Tiamat.
well.
very interesting. Yeah.
No, that's not, that's,
I'm
It's
looking
because of the church.
oh, I figure, but
When you say that, I just kind of cock my head like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I see,
These are the
I-
names he
I'm gonna
sees.
say,
Chat.
I
I think his mind is gone.
So that means.
You
see
see red,
something very
brain.
yeah,
interesting.
you see red, you see deck, you
if
see
he sees
spine splitter
pirate.
/ disciple of Tiamat.
Got aimbot on. Wall hacks.
What I see, if I look at,
Maroon,
the
you see
flail,
worn / the mirrored one.
Oh, Jesus.
yeah,
Everybody's getting cool nicknames.
Well, you gotta go through your arc.
This is horse shit.
anything with hook,
Has 3.
uh-huh,
What?
You
3?
see the Ook,
I can't even count that high.
and
we know,
you see Ook, or sorry, you see Ook Kriplook, which is his full name,
Right?
/ wielder of misery / soulbringer.
I'm gonna say,
Slash
oh,
master of, and then whoever your 3 entries.
Yeah, so 4. Master of blank 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 parentheses dead.
Deceased.
No,
For now,
that's,
you're 100 years in the future.
yeah, that's understandable. I haven't fed them or anything, so
how long is this
Deceased by
thing?
drowning.
For 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
eaten by
Annoying the
mimic.
shit out of it, trying to ignore it.
Eaten by a mimic ship.
Okay.
Do what?
Oh, there's a net flying around.
Oh.
The north.
And explain what it is I can do again,
For fear
if I say the true name,
You can force them to fail a saving throw.
okay,
Yeah,
And they just
cause
don't get a
fear.
save.
Or
Yeah.
cause fear.
yeah, he's already
Um,
afraid enough.
For
I can't
fear and Kieran,
waste it on him.
Rectech, what do you want your true name to be? I think that you can have one.
I'm not picking that.
Hmm.
I haven't done anything to deserve.
Do each of them get do
Trouble
each of them get
boys.
half of the true name?
Ooh,
Oh, that's fun.
yeah.
I like that.
Like master of, and then whatever it is.
Yeah, for rec, it says rec like / psychic hyphen. And then for deck, it says deck / hyphen deadeye.
Deathline?
Like because of your guns, so
Yeah,
psychic
Deadeye,
deadeye.
yeah.
Make it try that right.
Why do you all get cool names?
You have Soulbringer, come
I have 4
on.
names.
Yeah, I can't see that though.
Yeah, you have 4 names and master of blank 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 dead.
Jim, Clem, and Dim.
Kieran obviously
How do I
is
still
Kieran
remember that? I
/
haven't talked to them
uh,
in 3 years.
Cobalt Savior, blue Cobalt Savior. And Fearin is Fearin. Fearin also has 3 names, but the second one is Student of Jariah. And the third one.
Alpha's bitch.
I don't know.
Yes.
I was gonna say you have the how to.
Master of
He has worshipped 2 people his whole thing.
This is totally a joke, but Cuck of Calypso.
No, that's even.
It's going in the notes now, so.
I'll say that
Yeah, some four names also Sir Thundercrotch. but-
yeah. Okay, you have 4 names. It's Sir Thundercrotch. That is the name that you. The
because these are true.
it'll say Calypso's,
Fully
and then it will
devoted
be
to
asterisk 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 asterisk.
Funny.
He's enjoying it. Hold on.
I will say in the back of this book, Sir Thomas, as you read and you feel his power come into you, out of the back of the book, you do see a note, like a leaflet, fall out of the back. It is folded. And on one of the corners, there is blood. On one of the corners of the edges of the note. I will say that you guys also, if you guys have like physical dice out, just real quick, just a D20, go ahead and give me a group perception check.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, 14 for me.
14, 14,
13.
13, 18, 18.
+5, or
17.
just a deep 20 is all you want?
Yeah, just a,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you can add your modifier, but
Oh,
it's
okay, I was
That was
14.
14. 10?
23.
Okay.
And
Those of you who got over a 13, 13 or 14, you're more terrified because you're in a place with ghosts.
Then this wouldn't apply to me.
That being said, aside from the blood that is on the note, you do see. Best way I can describe this is the shadows the shadows that formed on the buildings when the bombing for Hiroshima and everything happened. There were just like incineration marks on buildings.
Yeah.
You see a lot of those in this room. And it's very minimal blood in this room. You do know that the guild master told you that a lot of the scouts made it into the mansion but never came back. You do get a feeling that several of the people that were in this room have died. And this might be one of many areas that are trapped to do this kind of be the kind of
Fuck you, ghost, and I start like trying to kick the dust shadow.
Did the book burn? The gone?
the fire one is gone.
Okay.
But Sir Thomas has that note that's bloody. It did fall out of the book. Or did anybody else pick it up? I just said that it fell out.
I'll pick it up.
You'll
I'm
pick it
still
up?
looking at the fireplace
Actually,
The fireplace is just crackling.
that attacked me.
oh, it's close.
It's just crackling at this point. It's just a normal regular fire at this point. On this note, it is scribed in blood. Looks like it is a last ditch effort to get some kind of information to somebody.
Boopy.
And it gives a rank of one of the Thieves Guild members and says only one of our kind has gotten out of the central quarters of the first floor. The stone panel is the key. Oh shit. Place the one who disappeared placed his hand upon the panel and the answer was given to him.
I'm just wondering.
And that is all that, and just basically is given a last will and testament, basically on the rest of what he can before it kind of trails off. Tell my family I love them, that kind of stuff. And then just that he doesn't think that he's gonna be able to make it back.
Quick question.
Yes.
What kind of hand is it on the slab? What kind of hand is it?
It's just
Just
a
a-
hand print.
Five fingers?
Yeah.
Goddamn, you're the only one who can do it.
Yeah, I
Have
was
fun.
going to do it. I almost did it when I was first looking at the door.
Is there
But
another
I
light
wanted
on
to
it?
check out the
Huh?
library.
Is there another light on it? Since
This
I
is
activated
so
another
mental.
fireplace?
No,
Yes,
not from
it's racist.
not
Maybe
from
Lady
where you're
Annabelle
at.
too.
Oh, wait,
Um,
it needs light to light up.
Or
Yeah, probably one of
Why
those
didn't light up
big
them Mr. Wills
5-finger
next to it?
bases.
She just
It did. I will say with the Sunblade, it did the same thing it did with fire. It looks like there could be words written there, but the way it was flickering with the shadows, it's very much like if you put 3D glasses on and you have like
Right.
two different things overlapping.
What did we say? I walk up to the panel and put my hand on it. and we'll
Thank
leave-
you.
We'll leave off here.
This was the key piece of information I needed to pass to you guys.
Well, I was looking through the library to see if
Yes.
there'd be some clue there.
You were putting the cart before the horse because you do need to look through the library for something, but you have to check this panel first.
Okay.
Oh, we should.
As you place your hand upon the door, a bright crimson red light begins to fill basically like the back of the stone panel, and where these etchings were, they actually begin to form words. And it is a phrase that says, "Born of soot and blood and flame, I hold no tongue, but speak all name. Bound in leather, scribed in blood. Through me the lost are never alone. Touch me where the name, where the sorry.
Wow.
Touch me where the rune is worn, and passage shall from dark be torn." You have gone through 4 out of 6 of these books. 1 has been destroyed, so you have 5 books left that you need to find in this library. I will tell you this. On with also the light that appears, one of the symbols looks like the symbol of a god of death.
Which one?
A god of death. More just because I don't know all the symbols of gods of death, so I need to pull that stuff up with Thanos here.
Pluto and Hades, technically.
Hades isn't a god of death.
Well, true. And
He's a
then
god of
there's
death.
Thanos.
Thanatos.
Thanos.
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 I've read too much Percy Jackson.
Because I've
True.
used Tyr as one of the gods,
So
it'll
probably
be
Kelvimore.
whatever god's Tyr is from.
Kelvimore.
So Forgotten Realms.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like you said, Gilmore.
Kalmar.
Kelvimore.
There is also, once you put your hand up on the door, a slit in the stone panel that looks about the width of a book opens.
It's not Kelvimore.
Tell them where that.
No, it's not. He gave up his position. So technically it can be,
What, you got it down in the Forgotten Realms?
yeah,
It's Sark.
Cyric?
Yes.
Cyric.
Cyric.
Yeah.
We'll see that. I do apologize. I didn't know the name down.
No, there's association.
Technically didn't give it up.
No.
Yeah.
Read the books at Times of Trouble.
Yeah.
You can look in the library again for this particular book, especially if you're looking for the now that you know that there is a symbol on one of these books.
Or Durgal and Merkel, Cyric. Yeah.
I'm taking 2 random books just to keep.
Okay. Roll me a. So roll me a d6. The 6 will count. Say will be a reread because there's only 5 books like magical books that you could pull from. So roll me a d6. Just the 6 won't count.
5.
But
I'll only take 1 and I'll just stash it. After trying to read.
you only take 1.
Yeah. I gotta learn somewhere.
How are you gonna learn to read? What's your intelligence
Okay.
score again? 3,
8, 4.
8? That high?
Don't worry, I'm supposed to. I couldn't get it any lower, don't worry.
You could not have rolled a better number because I completely forgot what number I had associated with the book. You pulled the book you guys need,
Yeah. Why am I not surprised?
but you don't know this.
Right.
Because he was the one that went to the door.
Yeah, I know I don't know.
So
So I didn't know it, I'd be beating them up right
this
now.
is a book of the
That's
dead.
right.
I'm sure.
That's
Hey,
fair.
sounds familiar. Anyways.
This is where I'm.
Spice Water, or not
Spice
Spice
Water
Water.
Three.
So Thomas, did you come back into the library after you put your
Oh,
hand-
yeah, absolutely.
book, do you want to say you put the
I
book in
tossed
your
it.
bag before Sir Thomas came in, or as you were
Pocket.
going to?
I just go back over to the couch and just start trying to read.
Okay.
So
well,
I
then, yeah,
see
as-
you,
yeah,
I would see him trying to read that.
Yeah,
Assuming you look over when
Yeah,
you walk.
which I
Yeah.
would.
you
yes.
see like you see a talisman on the book of the rune, uh, of the god of death that you literally just did
Okay.
the stone panel for. Like, where'd you find this book?
Who pressed plot on it?
Um,
I'm convinced.
Mhm.
Who pressed plot on it?
and as I said, there is a slit on the stone panel, that looks like the book will fit through. This is between Hook and Sir Thomas.
I don't know shit.
Okay.
Just trying
Uh,
to read you.
I'm gonna read the book, try to read the book. I'm gonna say, would you let me read this book, please?
I just kind of hold it out to the side, trying to read. it
Red
as
Dick,
well.
are you still by one of the shadows?
Yeah, I'm
Okay, this is gonna be perfect.
Okay, so you.
So the line that you read that the magic of this book that says, the phrase that comes across, it says, "Not all that is dead sleeps peacefully." The effect is the nearest corpse, or we'll say ash shadow in this case, within 30 feet rises as a sentient undead, retaining knowledge from life and the moment of death. The duration is an hour. The undead may offer crucial information or exact revenge.
So I shouldn't destroy it immediately, all right.
Yeah, you see a skeleton. You see the spectral form of a skeleton appear from one of these like shadows on the wall right next to Rectech.
Okay, I will head towards that.
And he says, what am I doing here? I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
Unfortunately, you are. Could you tell me what happened to you?
There's a lot of things that happened. I do know that one of the guys finally made it through the door. So you do have the right book. Basically, you put the book in the slot, and something happens. I was not alive for the next part because something stalking in the shadows killed me. I don't know where it's at, but I know that I heard a loud like chunk as soon as the book was put in the door. I died, so I didn't see what happened, but I'm assuming that the guy who put the book in the door made it. But again, I'm a spectroskeleton and I'm bound to this room.
Okay, thank you for your assistance. I'm gonna head for the panel.
Is that all you need from me?
I walk over to him. Dad says hi. Yes.
Who's your dad?
I walk out.
Okay, I haven't talked to people in
Oh, I'm
in
gonna motion for
several
Rectech.
weeks. I'm assuming
That it would be
several
advisable
weeks.
for you to follow me
I'm assuming
as
they
I'm
have
heading
a
for the
sense of time.
panel.
I spit on the shadow and then I followed him. Stupid ghost.
He looks at you and goes, "Prow!"
I immediately run and I'm just standing right next to Sir Thomas.
That's what I thought. Kick my dead shadow. That's see how it is.
I'm gonna turn my listen. I apologize. They're kobolds.
Understandable.
He says already.
This is
I have a family, or I have an adopted family of goblins. So
That's probably even worse than kobolds.
Probably where we want to stop. Because
Yes.
it's almost time. And what I'm going to do now to him who did something to my brother.
just scared him. Okay.
That's enough. Protect him of your brother. Even
Where'd
if
you
you
get a
don't
Oh,
shoot
yeah,
him.
no, I
That's
agree
as
that
it
we
should
will.
be.
Where'd you
We
get a
will end
fever?
this. We will end the session here. Some things to think about. Obviously, a book in a slot. Not because we're a library or anything like
I
that.
didn't say jack shit.
But you also now have been made aware, thanks to that skeleton, that the moment that you put the
No.
book
Exactly.
You'd enjoy it too much.
into this slot,
Yeah,
something
probably.
is set free. We are
No,
going
but
to
I'm
end
going
it there.
splash jokes.
I'm not afraid.
No, I know you're not afraid. We are going to end it there.
I think
Thank you, everybody, for watching Nat One Nonsense. It has been fun. Thank you for allowing for us to stream and play D&D with you guys. You all have a good night. and enjoy yourselves. Bye.
Fuck this shit.